Hi, people, and welcome. It is Monday, not Sunday. It's Monday. This is Real Bites, where we talk about movies, TV shows, news, entertainment, and what for. As you can tell, we are both on our phones because someone's computer decided to say, "Hey, eat shit" during last week's broadcast. But it seems like everything's going off without a hitch. Knock on wood. But yeah, we're just going to have to make do. It's a lot easier this way, personally. But welcome to Real Bites. Anyone watching on the YouTube or the Facebook or the Twitter, welcome, people. I'm Drew, and this guy, who's this guy?
I'm Joe. Just Joe. Joe Punches. How we doing?
We are doing pretty fabulous so far.
Pretty good.
We got some things to talk about.
Lots.
This is going to be a very thick, girthy show.
Oh.
A lot of shit happened in the past week. Some shows ended. Well, not ended. The season finale happened. Shows began. Some movies came out that we watched. Things happened in a certain part of California again. And yeah, that's really about it. And also some news, some casting news that we've been kind of waiting for a while. If it's okay with you, Joe, I'm going to kind of tear off the Band-Aid and get the sad news out of the way.
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
So yesterday, fortunately, we lost another, famous person.
Too young.
Hayden Panettiere, if I'm saying her name right, 36 years old.
Jesus Christ.
She would have turned 37 in 4 days. So she would have been my age, a month younger than me. And very sudden, like you said, too young. Because was it DeVay Chase? She passed away a few months ago.
Yep.
Too. And I think she was younger. And her life was very messed up. With Hayden, we kind of already knew what was going on with her because we heard the news about her losing custody of her kids,
which is that's not easy.
No, I mean I can't imagine. I mean I know I'm a fur parent, but there's a difference between pets and actual human children. I mean you can love them both the same, but I think with human children it's that's literally from you.
Yep.
That's a part of you. That's your heart. Pretty much. And she also brought up in a recent interview how, she had postpartum depression and she got fired from Neutrogena for just speaking up about it, which is fucking gross.
Yeah.
And how when she was 18, she was pretty much prostituted, that she told a story about a trusted female friend actually dragged her to a well-known singer's bed, an older man, and threw her in the bed naked. And again, it's just the fact that
gross
this shit's still happening in Hollywood with kids. It's just, kids, when you're that young, you should never grow up that. I mean, I shouldn't say grow up that fast. When you're that young, you should always be protected. People in Hollywood need to protect kids. And I think there's been better stories, fortunately with some actors, but with Hayden, it just, Hollywood completely failed her.
I agree.
And just, recently, she was in an abusive relationship with some douchebag. Hey, Chris, what's up? The show just started. We're talking about Hayden Panettiere, her on again, off again boyfriend who was abusive to her. And the talk is that it might have been an overdose. I'm going to say might have been because I don't want to put anything out there.
I
But
do want to speculate any type of shit.
right, it sounds like it was an overdose
Yeah.
because there was a call to her house earlier that day, and there was a Narcan in her house. And if anyone doesn't know what Narcan is, it's basically for, I guess, people having an overdose.
Yep.
To kind of get them back, get them back and going. And the story was that she had cardiac arrest and she sounded like she was overdosing. So I kind of expected that just based on her stories and her history, is that maybe she just took herself out of the equation. Use that term.
Which is so fucking sad.
It is. It's very sad because she's someone that she's been around since she was a kid, like little kid.
Yeah, we grew up with her, basically.
Yeah. She was in, I guess like the first big thing she did was Remember the Titans.
Yep.
Which is probably my favorite sports movie.
Yep.
Probably my favorite Denzel movie. Yeah, and she was the little girl. She was the coach's daughter. And she had energy and like charisma and like ability back then. And then over the years when she grew up, she did stuff like Heroes, which was uber popular.
Jesus. Dude, I remember when Heroes came out. That was such a huge fucking show. I mean, Save the Cheerleader, Save the World. I mean, I binged that show like twice. I bought the TV series. It was I would say the first 3 seasons were freaking great. I mean, it introduced a lot of us to a lot of talent that we see today, like Milo, who was, Rocky's son.
Zachary Quinto.
Yes, who played Spock. So yeah, Heroes was a big, especially for us, like superhero nerds. When Heroes came out, that was a raw fucking show. That show like went heavy where DC and Marvel at the time weren't doing the shit that the Heroes did. Because they did like memory erasing, they did draining energy from other heroes to get yourself more powerful. That first episode with Hayden, where she sat there and has her friend filming her, so she's like, "Hi, and she jumps off the fucking ledge and like breaks her arm, and then she sits there and like can self-heal. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was jaw breaking during that time.
Right. I unfortunately never got into Heroes. I know everyone else loved it, because I remember being in was like junior high, and all anyone could talk about was Heroes. I'm like, oh, I just feel bad for not watching it because everyone loves it. She came out in some episodes of SVU, the 2 episodes where she played 2 different characters. Let's see, she was in Scream.
Yes.
She was
very
Kirby,
popular character. Yep.
Which, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't she, and it feels kind of morbid to say this now, didn't she die in one of them?
It appeared that she died, but she didn't. Well, a Screaming gets stabbed like 18 times and then come back like,
yeah.
I'm all good.
Like Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son who got stabbed like multiple times by 2 different ghost faces, and then he comes back in the next scene. I'm like, oh, come on. But yeah, she came out in that one. And she had a pretty good scene with Jenna Ortega where she's like, the quote was like, I want the monsters to be afraid of me. Which is almost very...
She kind of took over the role of what's his face in the first 2, the one who was very meta, who said like, this is what happens in a scary movie. You can't sit there and do this and this and this. Like she was
Jamie Kennedy.
Yes, yeah. She pretty much kind of in some way took over his role, like saying, this is going on because of this trope and this trope.
Right. Which that line that she delivered is almost kind of haunting when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always like kind of wish that she became a much bigger star than she was.
Yeah.
Like she's someone that, we talk about how big Jenna Ortega is now. Like she's kind of before Jenna Ortega, so maybe that's a bad example, but Like who's a child star? Like
she was very much a 2000s kid.
right, okay, like but like you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
like I thought she was a very good actress.
I mean,
She's very
she got
charismatic
some
and likable.
nominations during Nashville, which Nashville wasn't
Yeah,
my
Nashville.
type of show.
Yeah,
But
Nashville was another big show back in the day, and then I think Scream was like the last big movie she did. But and again, I don't want to sound like I'm trashing her. I'm obviously not. I'm more so praising her. Where I'm just like, I wish she was a bigger star because I really did like her as an actress. I thought she was very likable. She always seemed very relatable to most people in films. I is gonna I like Bring It On too. She was good in Bring It On too. I remember in that. Um, but again, it goes without saying. This is very sad. This is
yeah,
obviously very, very sad.
yeah, there's a lot of
Um,
undertones. There's a lot of shit going around right now, which we won't get into because it's a lot of hearsay.
right.
But it's overall just fucking sad. I mean, somebody that young should not. I mean, we don't know what kind of support she had or didn't have. Obviously, she didn't have that great support. But I'm not trying to do hearsay, but I know her her mom is getting a lot of flack for bringing her in to acting at such a young age and not being protected, and so and a lot of other deeper, darker shit that's been coming out. So it's just overall sad. I mean, you hate seeing people this young get taken out by their own depression and life situations, and it's not something I'm ever going to judge them for because, again, we're not sitting in that seat. So it just
Right.
sucks because somebody who's had such a successful career, again, I mean, is it A tier like other people? But she had very, very much success in her life. And it just sucks that it turned out this way.
Yeah, we'll just kind of end on that note. Just again, we wanted to get the sad news out of the way. We didn't want to end on a bummer. But RIP the Hayden Panettiere. Yeah, just we need to protect these kids. These kids should not be going through this much trauma.
Reach out, people. I mean, if you got to say something to somebody, reach out.
Yeah, just never be afraid to ask for help, and just kids should always be kids.
Yep.
Kids should always live like kids. They shouldn't have to grow up and deal with the ugliness that adults do.
Yep.
Unfortunately, and but RIP to Miss Panettiere. All right, so let's get into the other shit we're going to talk about. Some happy stuff. So what do you want? Do you want to just go in order? Just do the X-Men finale and then get into everything else?
Oh, let's again, not so happy, but yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, okay. So season 2 X-Men 97 finale happened. It's in the books. I guess we won't go like but hold on. Let me make sure to put up the banner real quick. Oh yeah, we're spoiling this shit.
Spoilers, motherfucker.
Would it be fair? I don't think we're gonna go like segment by segment and like line by line. We're just kind of go through what we like and what we didn't like.
Right.
I wasn't really a big fan of the finale.
Oh, okay.
Not to say I hated it. I didn't. I think it was really rushed.
Oh, you took the words I was going to say. Like my exact thing I was going to tell you is like, did you feel like it was rushed?
Yeah, like because it was 9 episodes. It really should have been an extra episode. It should have been 10 episodes. I think the big problem with this season is also the thing that we liked about this season was it had a hot start. You brought in Apocalypse and you made him interesting. But then I think the writers of the show kind of like wrote themselves into a corner where they're like, he's too powerful now. So how are we going to include him in each episode? We can't just have him come in and be like, aha. He can't just do that. So let's write him out of a few episodes and let's do an episode about Wolverine Let's do an episode about, Nightcrawler. Let's do this episode,
Colossus and Polaris and
which we talked about earlier, where it's just like,
yeah.
oh, it would be nice if they did episodes about certain mutants, and they did, but in some ways that was almost kind of the detriment of the show, where it's like, okay, so where's Apocalypse at?
So
Like,
you and I would agree, like the last half should have been 2 or 3 more episodes.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. Because I thought I really did think everything was very wrapped up way too nicely and very convenient. With a Rogue going to the Celestial and be like, "Hey, Shug, I want to help my man out, Shug." Well, she didn't actually say that, but she's pretty much like I'll do anything. I'll do anything to protect my man. And these Celestials like, anything. Well, you have to do this. Hold on.
A life for a life.
So she ends up getting like the Celestial powers or whatever.
Which I when she came out, I was like,
Yeah, that's cool.
I was like, all right, I'm kind of down. Hey, Rogue, how you doing?
Yeah, hi Rogue. We'll talk about Rogue later. And then she hugs, Nightcrawler. She's like, "Thanks, Ale, Shug." And then you get to the finale, and you have everybody fighting and doing their thing, and then you have Gambit wake up and just be a badass.
Dude, that scene.
Which at that point I'm like, "Hi, Gambit. Hey, Randy. What's up, man?" I was happy to see. I love me some Gambit. I might be missing some things. Oh, so Cable, his whole thing was, I got to kill Gambit because Apocalypse is still inside of him, and then he shoots him right in the point blank in the face, which I'm like,
that's one thing I love about this series is that they take those adult themes. Like, it's not super violent, gory, but it's they're saying, hey, we're going to deal with these issues. And I remember I was like, oh, okay. Like, he's just like,
which that would have been a perfect way to end that episode.
Thank you.
And just have a cliffhanger where it's like, to be continued, continue. And then you come back, and then like it has like the sad music, and then next week that's when you see like the swerve of like, he's still alive and he's really Apocalypse and you're all screwed.
Which, but no, side note, I saw a lot of shit about the visual of Apocalypse / Gambit. Did that bother you? Because it really didn't bother me. I'm just like, oh, it's just Apocalypse taking over. There's like, this looks like Transformer ripoff shit.
I mean, it's better than the comic version where he has long hair.
Right.
Like my Gambit doesn't have long hair. Hashtag not my Gambit. So I was fine with it, didn't I? But no, he comes back up because he still has Apocalypse in him, and he just starts, fucking everybody up. And then he possesses all the other. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying you're getting to it. You're getting to it. Go ahead.
So he possesses all the other mutants instead of Xavier, and then he brings up the line saying, "I told you the people you care about will be your undoing," which that would have been another way to end that episode.
Which a lot of people at this point, which I saw a lot of feed, were pissed off because they didn't get what they thought they were going to get in this season.
Right.
Onslaught. They thought at this point, which I think we're still going to get Onslaught, because I think they alluded to it in that previous episode where Xavier tried to read Gambit's mind, and it kind of infiltrated his. And when he took it off, and you see that like purple mist, and when Xavier looks back, he's overshadowed by what? Magneto's mask. So I think we're going to get it, just not yet.
Right. But that doesn't last long, because then Rogue, Eternal Rogue, or whatever you want to call her, she comes in and she basically just says, "Get the fuck in here!" Like she in her little thing, and I'm like, "Well, that was
so quick." Like there was no fight. She was just like, "I'm gonna touch you, motherfucker."
Like, here, and then he gets in, and her and Gambit embrace. I'm like, oh, that was quick. Okay. Like, I wasn't even mad. I was more just like, all that build up. Okay.
Yeah, it was a very quick fight. I don't even say it a fight scene because it really wasn't a fight. She just comes up and she's like, "Hey, sugar," and then just like she taps him on the head and got a pocket like, "No, I'm done," and zaps to a gym.
Very true. And while that happens, she's pretty much just like, "But I had to do something. There was a sacrifice."
Yep.
And then she looks over at Beast, and he's holding a Bible, and that's when you realize Nightcrawler sacrifices himself for everybody. And obviously a very sad moment because Nightcrawler, he proved his worth.
Yeah, I love it. That speech was fucking amazing.
Again, this is why this could have used an extra episode, because I thought the mourning period was too fast. So they're just like, he's dead. Okay. Like, you just see Rogue and Gambit just chilling, looking all sexy outside. And I'm like, there could have been more time. Like, this could, again, extra episode. You needed more time for this.
Right. Which I saw some chatter on that, because this could have been between the changing of between Bo and the other affiliates, which a lot of people are saying that's why there's a difference between the first 4 episodes and the last. Don't quote me on it. I'm not a reporter. I'm just going by off the chit chat. Why there's a difference between the first half of the season and the second half, why it was sped up so much. But yeah, and we all know in Marvel or DC, nobody's really dead.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Gambit came back.
Gambit came back. Xavier's been dead like how many times? How many times did they bring back Patrick Stewart to kill him?
We'll get to. But what's heaven in MC? Is it Valhalla, where all the superheroes go? So that's where he's at. He's got his angel wings for now until he gets called back into another purpose.
Right.
Which we'll get to, because we got a post-credit scene.
So the post-credit scene is showing what's her name? Madam McDoucheface, the head of X-Force, X-Factor.
Yep.
Or so we think. And she's looking through a file. Well, no, she's watching TV, and it's announced that what's his name? The Sabretooth. Yeah, Creed, Sabretooth's brother or son or whatever.
Grayson? No,
Grayson Creed.
Grayson Creed?
Chris, what's that dude's name? Let us know. He's the new president. And what's her name is looking through a file of Mystique. But then then the door opens and it's the real person. And she's like, pretty much like, what the fuck are you doing? And she gets shot right in the side. And it's Mystique. And Mystique's just like, Mystique's file says a danger to America. Aren't we all? Great Creed. There you go. Aren't we all? And then shoots her right in the face.
Or so we think.
So Mystique will be getting Mystique next season.
And which I would assume we're getting shit. God damn it, it just escaped me. Mystique's group. Toad.
Hellfire? Hellfire?
No, not Hellfire.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood, yes.
So,
maybe more Sabretooth, Toad.
Probably. I mean, that'd be dope. We need more of that. But yeah, I mean, there's already a season 3 and a season 4. Yep. And they showed a little bit of season 3 at Comic-Con a few weeks ago. So I like the fact that these are coming out continuously.
Yeah.
Because not to jump ahead, but I guess we're already jumping ahead, but like pretty much Marvel Television is kind of going down a little bit because with the unfortunate cancellation of Wonder Man and a few other things, they're going to make certain things priority, mainly animation because it's a smaller budget and it's easier.
Yeah.
So X-Men 97 is going to come out every year, which is good. I'm happy for
I'm
that.
fine with.
I
We're
think
going to get Daredevil.
I think season 3 is the last one of Born Again. I think that may be the last one.
From what I'm hearing, yes, it could be, which is going to be interesting.
Another show that's coming out in a few months, which we got a trailer for, was Vision Quest.
Yes. Now let's back up a little bit. What did you overall think of season 2 of X-Men 97?
I thought it had a hot start, and then it kind of lost the plot a little bit, and it just had a very rushed ending. Which I didn't walk away being mad. I was more just like, would have maybe liked it more if you stretched it up.
Right. That's the one thing I thought about too. Is like, because if you remember if you go back in time doing Saturday morning cartoons, that was a full like what, 40 weeks? Like
Right.
pretty much the school period, like from August to May was the whole season. So, and they try to wrap this up in 8 episodes, 10 episodes.
This is what I kind of miss about TV shows being like 20 episodes long.
Yep.
Streaming obviously helps because it helps you take, it allows you to be more creative and take more risks. But, I think with a lot of people nowadays, they have a very short attention span.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we can't do 20 episodes. I guess another show you and me are familiar with is like Supernatural, where like that was like 22 episodes.
15 years of my life.
It'd be like the first season was always like the beginning would always start in September, and then in like January was when there'd be a cutoff, and then they'd come back in spring and end in May.
Yeah. So if Disney's going to go this route where they're going to focus more on animated films, which I posted online, like I'm okay for, just be good. But if you're going to do it, don't rush it.
Yeah.
If you're going to do this, make X-Men 97 30, 40 episodes. If you want to have a cliffhanger halfway through, do it. Do a August to November or December, and then bring it back in February. Do February to May and be like, oh, here's your season 2. Like, if it's so easy to manage that, which I agree it does, you have very little, overhang when it comes to compared to live action where you have to do a CGI and all this bullshit. Animated, you can get away with a lot more. And that's one thing I'm okay for, because one thing that the DC universe, especially when it comes to their like limited series movies, DC has done an amazing job doing, like if you look at the John Constantine movies, the Gotham Knights series, the Long Halloween, DCU has done a really good job when it comes to their animated movies. And I really hope Marvel sees that. And if they're going to concentrate on doing more animated stuff, do that. Because one thing I want that DC missed, and since Marvel and Disney now owns the right to, give me Predator versus fucking Wolverine. Do it. It doesn't have to be in the fucking MCU. Do these.
No, like, I agree. Like, DC, I like the fact that they're thinking outside the box of like, hey, we're going to do a dynamic duo movie with Nightwing and Red Hood that has nothing to do with the DCU or any other movie. It's just its own thing. The Batman 2 universe is its own thing. We're going to do some shows that, blah, blah, blah. Marvel, like, do that with Marvel. Like you said, give me a Wolverine and Predator movie. Give me, I don't know, like, since Hugh Jackman apparently is going to be around since he's fucking 90, do just side arcs with him. Do stuff based on the comics. Do stuff where,
you
like,
can do animated stuff where he just does voice work.
No, he's doing this till he's fucking 90. Like do stuff from the comics. Like, do stuff when he was in Japan or World War II. Do it like you did in Origins, but better. Just do stuff like that. Like, not everything needs to be connected. I know we're doing away with the multiverse stuff,
Yeah.
but
And
just do
that's
little side arcs, or I don't know, do shorts, not shorts, specials. Do more specials. Not
yeah,
everything needs to be a series.
like the DCU came out with a really good animated film. I can't remember. It was like Gotham by Dark Knight. No, that wasn't it. But it was
Gotham
pretty
by
much
Gaslight.
yes, like pretty much Batman takes on Jack the Ripper is pretty much what it
Yeah,
was. It was
for that.
really fucking good. I'm like, why can't the MCU do that? Like, give me that shit. Like, if
You
you
know, yeah,
go
do an
ahead.
animated. I'm sorry, do an animated Captain America and Wolverine with the Howling Commandos.
Oh, there you go.
Do
Oh my
that.
god, Blade, fucking Blade. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
please. Yes,
Am I
please.
still
I
mad?
don't want. Don't make Joe. Don't make Joe yell, please.
Ah,
It scares me.
sorry. I'm sorry. I want
Um,
I want my Midnight Suns before I fucking leave this earth in a fucking Thanos snap.
Matter of
Give me
fact, back in the day, like I was it 15, 20 years ago, they did animated films. Was it there was like a twofer where it was like Wolverine versus the Hulk based on the comic,
yep.
and then there's another one. There was Wolverine versus something. I think
Well,
that was it.
they even had like an Avengers one where fucking Giant Man dies.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking. Okay, so it was a Hulk twofer. So it was Hulk versus Wolverine and
Yep.
Hulk
Yep. Yep.
versus Thor, where Loki brings in Bruce Banner on Asgard
Yep.
and he fights Hulk, or
And it's
Hulk
really
fights
good.
Thor, and then he beat. Yeah, I like that one. Then there was a Doctor Strange one.
Seen it.
That was pretty decent. I mean, if you want to go ultra rated M for mature, do a Punisher one. Do a Daredevil one. I mean, do a fucking Marvel Knights one where, you know, I'm sorry. I mean, bring in Charlie Cox to just do other stories about Daredevil that have nothing to do with the
They can
MCU.
do it. That's why it's animated.
Bring in John Bernthal to do other Punisher stories that have nothing to do with the MCU.
Yeah. Don't give me what if shit. Give me original stories.
Exactly. Do the stuff that Disney's like, we'll do mature stuff. But no, do stuff that you can only do in animation.
Yeah. Which you can get away with again. You can get away with a lot more adult themed stuff where it's not heavy horror, but you can get
Right.
away with a lot more violence and adult themes in an animated sort of way.
And give us Blade, God damn it.
Fucking give it to me.
All right.
There's only been one Blade
And there's only ever gonna be one Blade.
until I die.
All right. Let's get to the big stuff.
Yes.
Let's get to the big potatoes.
Yes. Oh God.
Big potatoes. So D23 was last week. It started on it was Friday through Jesus Christ, Friday through Sunday. A lot of shit happened. Particularly the Marvel stuff, which we'll get into that because that's kind of the big potatoes. We'll talk about the other stuff too. But let's start off with Marvel. So since we just talked about X-Men, we got our X-Men cast announced. Jake Schreier, who's the director who did Thunderbolts,
which I liked a lot more than other people.
Oh, I thought it was better than Fantastic Four.
I agree.
And I enjoyed Fantastic Four. I didn't love it, but I enjoyed it. Thunderbolts I loved.
To me, it was Fantastic Four. It was a lot of talkie.
Mm-hmm. As John Draper would say, like talkie.
Not talkie.
Drake Schreier, he's the director. The writers, I'm blanking on their names, but I believe they worked with him on Beef, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And there's an announcement, and there's already a date set, 5/5/2028.
So is that going to be after Secret Wars?
Yeah,
I
Secret
thought
Wars
so.
in 2027.
That's it.
And on a side, and we'll get to that. I was going to bring up something else. We'll get to that after this. But so Drake Schreier, Sadie Sink, obviously, because she actually came out first as
Yeah.
Jean Grey, and then they brought out their I'm a blank on the name, Cyclops, Kit Connors,
Kinda.
who was already announced. Their Emma Frost, who is Samara Weaving, who's already getting in preparation for the role. She's already posting on Instagram, side by side photos of her as Emma Frost and reading Emma Frost comics in a bikini.
Right. So, do you think she's? I'm going to side note because we have to. It's her. You think she's going to be more of a gray character, or think they're going to bring her in as a villain? Because
I think,
we're according to Feige, which take his word for what it is. This is going to deal with like the 5 original X-Men, and I don't know how Emma Frost is going to
well, I mean, she's
intertwine with
always been
that.
she's always been a gray character. Um, she's always been someone who's very much just like, I'm looking out for me.
Yep.
So I to me, I think maybe she was a teacher, but then something happened to her students, and that kind of pushed her over the edge.
So you think she's going to be like a friend to Xavier, but shit goes sideways?
Yes, I do think it's going to be one of those things where she loses trust in him for a reason, but she loses her trust in everybody.
Because I'm going to put this out there. For anybody who doesn't know, this is going to be set in our time. This is going to be 90s X-Men. This is not going to be 80s, 70s. This is 2028, 2029, wherever the fuck the timeline is now.
Right.
So just keep that in mind, people, when you watch this. This isn't 90s X-Men. This is now.
Yeah. So yeah, Samara Weaving, and then Rogue is freaking Nikki, Andy Navarrete, who
He swerved us like a motherfucker.
she was very vocal about like, hey, I'll do a Marvel movie. I love Marvel movies.
Yeah,
I
a lot
love
of people
Thunderbolt.
thought she was going to be fucking Mystique.
Well, she said she wanted to be Mystique. That was what she said.
Which means she knew she was Rogue already. She just
well, yeah, I'm pretty sure she was like, I already know who I'm playing. I'm just like,
right.
I'm just trying to save face. But yeah, I know fans wanted Kaylee Spaney to be Rogue, which wouldn't have been a bad choice because I think she's a good actress. But she's also very busy. She has like I think 3 projects lined up.
Yeah.
So she's doing the Elden Ring movie and 2 other movies I'm blanking on. But so everyone was mad about her not getting the role. I'm like, she's probably busy or she just didn't want to do the role. Maybe she just doesn't like doing franchises. That's kind of my big thing I put out there. But Andy Navarrete, happy. We all love Obsession around here. We love.
She has a lot of weight because if we're going to be comic accurate, she's going to need to go, hey, sugar. She's going to need to.
I think she can pull it off. I do.
I know a lot of people are just like, she's not built like Rogue. I'm like, give her a year.
I'm and again, I'm not just saying this because I'm an Obsession fanboy. I'm just like, I see her and I'm like, I can see her in the 90s outfit. I can also see her in the X-Men Evolution, goth robe outfit. Now, I can imagine her pulling off the Southern accent. Is it going to be as like over the top and, thick as the regular voice actress? No, but it's going to be its own thing and it should be its own.
Now, I already I read a couple things where she's not going to be an exact X-Men in this. She's going to be kind of like how, and I don't want to compare apples to oranges, but it's going to be kind of like how Rogue was in the first X-Men movie, where she's going to be kind of like brought in. Because I think from what the rumors are, she's going to be tied into another movie. And I'm just rolling my eyes. Captain Marvel 3.
Well, do you know what happened with Rogue and Captain Marvel?
I've heard, but let
She
us know.
sucks the power out of her. If anyone doesn't know, Rogue's power is that when she touches you, she sucks all your power and your energy out. With Captain Marvel in comics and also in the X-Men animated series cartoon, she did the same thing, and she put her in a coma.
Captain Marvel in a coma.
Yeah, she put Carol. Oh, yeah, Carol Danvers in a coma.
Danvers. Yeah.
So if she's a villain in a Captain Marvel movie, I'm game. I want that to happen.
Andy, I nominate myself for sacrifice.
Fuck yeah. I think she'll do great. I saw the voice actress, leave a nice little message on social media where she's like,
she gave her like, I guess I don't want to say applause, but gave her like credence, saying like, "It's yours now, go."
and then Indy replied saying, "Oh my god, thank you." So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, Indy, I think she'll do great. I think she'll knock it out of the park.
So.
I guess my only caveat is only small, where I'm just like, I would have preferred her next project where she was like front and center, as opposed to being like in an ensemble. Which again, this isn't me being like, ooh, boo, you're in an IP. It's like, no, not really. It's just like I would like to see her in something where she's front and center, where she proved that in Obsession.
Yeah,
that she can carry a scene.
But one thing, and because I saw a lot of flack going her way, and I hope she doesn't take it to heart, because she seems like a really chill chick. I see her TikToks from before she was famous, and I don't want the negativity to go to her head. So hopefully she doesn't listen to that nonsense. But I always, to this day, remember what Bruce Willis said to Samuel Jackson. If you can get your name attached to a fucking license or like a property, fucking do it. You get the fucking money.
And
straight out said she didn't have anything for 2.5 years when she first did Obsession. And what did she make for Obsession? $40,000, if that.
I think it was less. It was like 20,000.
Yeah. So get that fucking money. If I can get, I tell you what, if I got offered a role for $2 million and I got it, made $2 million, I sit there, you know what? Bye. Deuces. See you later.
Yeah, and of course, and unfortunately, there are those film bros out there like, oh, you sold your soul. It's like, she's getting paid more money than she's ever going to get paid before. Like you just said, you took the words out of that mouth. Don't act like
you want to do the same fucking thing.
A year and a half ago, she filmed Obsession. Like, Obsession didn't just get picked up overnight. Indie films are tricky because they'll get picked up or they won't. That's why they make a festival round, so they can get noticed.
Yep.
And, she said the only way she could make money was doing Twitch streams and walking dogs. Now she's in fucking MCU and she's playing Rogue, one of the biggest characters in Marvel history, in an X-Men movie. So
get that money, baby.
Set. She's going to be set, and she's not going to be trapped for life. She'll have chances to do other things. So, unfortunately, and people need to hear this, thought-provoking indie films don't pay the money. Don't pay the rent. They just don't. Depending on who you are, but they usually don't. So indie's going to make her money on that.
God bless it.
Next one. Playing the role of Storm is a newcomer, Maya Boyd.
I don't really know her from anything.
Well, she's a Broadway actress.
Okay.
Which is coincidental because the voice actress on X-Men 97 or X-Men the Animated Series, that she was a Broadway actress. So you can kind of tell with the way she projects herself, I am the mistress of the mystical elements or something like that.
I'm excited for that. It's like, I am Storm. Here's a tornado.
I like the fact because Iman Vellani, who played Miss Marvel, that was her first ever role. She had never done like TV or like even done like a commercial.
Right.
Like that was her first role, was playing a pretty popular superhero on a TV show where she was like front and center, and she did a great job. I'm like, this girl's a natural for someone who's never really had any like experience in like a movie or anything. So I think she's great. And Maya Boyd, I think it's very it's very bold of Marvel to be like, we're gonna have a completely brand new person that's never been in any movie or TV show play a very iconic comic
Yeah.
book character
Was
in
obviously
one of our
she
biggest.
auditioned
Yeah.
and probably killed it.
Oh yeah, probably. And she was on Broadway, and Broadway is vastly different from movies or TV because they at least get a cut. Broadway, you got to get everything done in like right then and there.
It's a different animal.
It's a much different animal. That soap operas, plays, it's scary to think about. But again, I know nothing about this woman, but I'm happy that I don't,
Hey,
because we get to
fresh
see a fresh new
faces.
face. So I've been saying it, have I not been saying that for a while? Fresh faces. And last but certainly not least, Adam Driver is in a Marvel movie, and after a week of speculation, he's Mr. Sinister. He looks happy.
I am super happy. Because
Switch. Yeah, good.
no, just because reading a little bit backstory on how they might go with Sinister will really tie in with this new class of X-Men.
Yeah, very true. He popped up on a video because Kevin Feige was like, and somebody else on the part of the cast couldn't be here, and it's Adam Driver in the studio. He's like, yeah, he said join us here. I thought he meant the studio lot, and no one's here.
Which,
and then he's like,
do you know the set he was on? It's
what?
a very popular movie set.
Star Wars?
They film a lot of Star Wars there.
Okay, it makes sense. And he's like, I'll be playing the part of Magni. Wait, no?
Which
Okay.
I think what sucks, he did that. And I think when he said the name afterwards, it got lost in translation, where I'm just like, oh, man. Because I saw people cheer afterwards, but it's just like, you led in with this, and then people, I think, got kind of lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Which when I heard the name, I was like, fuck. Okay, I know who he's being.
Then he said Nathaniel. He didn't say SX. He said something else. But like again, everyone can look that up. It's Mr. Sinister. So again, good that Adam Driver's there. I know he's been kind of Kevin Feige said that's always been his white whale is to get Adam Driver, and that he's like pretty much like if we have an idea for him, we pitch it his way and he listens and he'll politely turn us down. I don't recall Adam Driver being one of those actors who was like, "Oh, never do a comic book movie." I think he was just like, I'm just not interested, because like he had spent years playing Kylo Ren,
right?
So he had been a part of another franchise and just wanted to go do other things. Now he's back with another franchise, which I don't think that's going to be a one and done character.
I hope not. What worries me is sometime Marvel plays these characters. Let's not forget about how shitty Apocalypse was. Again, that was more Fox, but
well, I think Mr. Sinister is maybe easier to do than Apocalypse, because with Apocalypse, it's that he's a massive character, not just like
Sinister's a massive character too.
Yeah, but with Mr. Sinister, he's been around for a while, so I think it's easier to write him than Apocalypse.
And I think what I liked about this is if they do this storyline for the first film, what does he say? Great casting. I agree. Thank you, Chris. If they do this for the first movie, we don't need Magneto.
No, we don't.
Because if you know what Sinister is and what he's about, and mutant manipulation and DNA, and there's a story, because God, and Chris, maybe you can help us. What name did Driver drop for Sinister? Because it's very important in the comics, the name that he dropped. Because the name that he dropped in the story, in past storylines, is he was a teacher trying to coerce Jean Grey and Cyclops early on in their life, and trying to manipulate them to try to get their DNA to make more powerful mutants. Hickman version of Sinister. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's Adam Driver. He's good at playing intense. I'm pretty sure he can be scary, and
Dude, if he does, I want a comic accurate Sinister. Red diamond on the head, black and white outfit. Like that. Give me that,
give me that.
please. Do not
Give me
give
that.
me a tamed down version. Do not give me a
No.
teacher version where he just like, I'm Sinister.
I'm wearing a black suit on a black dress shirt with a black tie. and there's
But
a red button on my shirt.
you know what's funny is, so there's a skit that Adam Driver did on SNL as like an old oil baron that people have been passing around, and they're like, "That's our Sinister right there." I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, with the fucking Pete Davidson, who's like, "Look at your father, boy. Look at him.
Look at this dead crow. I smite him down.
We would crush our enemies." And then Pete Davidson's like, "Dad, you slipped on a leaf and you were like bedridden for 2 weeks." Adam Driver's like so much more funnier than he has any right to be.
Yeah. Oh,
When he was on SNL,
I feel like he's going to be dark in this, but also he's going to have that little cynical comedy that he's going to bring out. Which kind of sucks, because I wish, since if we're bringing in Sinister, I know we're not going to get him, but man, I would love Morph, because Morph plays such an intricate role with Sinister.
I mean, who says we can't?
I know we got more casting.
For all we know, we might be getting more casting. I know it starts filming next year. I don't know when. Because I forgot one more casting, and it's vital. Xavier will be played by Christopher Abbott,
which I know him very little in. I saw him in Wolfman, and I was not a fan.
Which, to be fair, it wasn't the actor's fault, because I remember when I reviewed the movie, I was like,
it was the director.
I mean, the actors are fine. It's just the rest of the movie not very good. And then he was in Kraven the Hunter, which nobody was good in that. He was in Poor Things, which I never saw. Poor Things.
Okay,
I know everyone else loved that.
I like Poor Things. Okay.
He was on that show Girls with Adam Driver, and then he's married to Aubrey Plaza.
Son of a bitch.
They're about to have a kiddo, and she's deaf in the MCU.
Oh my god! Interesting.
So, again, that's one of those things of like, I can't really get too hyped about it like I was with like Indy or even Storm, where I'm like, I don't know much about this guy. But I guess, again, that's kind of a good thing, where I'm like,
shave him bald and let's see.
That's our first non-British Xavier. I mean, well, McAvoy, I think McAvoy's Scottish and was playing British. Well, because like, if anyone knows, like, Xavier was never British. He's an American. He's from New York. They only made him British because of
Jersey.
Well, yeah, they only made not Jersey, New York. They only made him British because of Patrick Stewart, because Stan Lee, that was a dream casting. He's like, I want to pick Patrick Stewart to be Xavier. And then when Patrick Stewart, like the first day of filming X-Men, he sees a comic with Xavier on the cover. He goes, "Why am I on a comic book?" Fuck you, Logan. So yeah, but again, he was a great Xavier. McAvoy, I thought, did a better job at kind of bringing out that darkness in Xavier that Patrick didn't really do, because Patrick was more about like, I'm the shining light of all mutants. I am your father. I love all of you. McAvoy played him as this young kind of, braggadocious kind of punk almost. Whereas Christopher Abbott has a chance to do something a little different, maybe a little more comic accurate, where it's like, he's not a bad person, but he's not a perfect person either.
Yeah.
He's kind of an asshole. So I do agree. I don't think Magneto needs to be in this film. He can be in the
Right.
second. As far as like other castings go, I know that dude from Beef, another actor from Beef, who's allegedly tied to being Beast, but he apparently turned it down. But then he talked about it where he's like, oh, maybe I did. So that actor, I don't know much about him, but I don't see Beast in him. I don't see Hank McCoy. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I mean, I know they're going younger. I would like Jesse Plemons to be Beast.
Ooh, it'd be so good. And rumor still, we're gonna get Iceman because he's part of the core 4 or 5.
Iceman would be good. Do you think? Not that, I mean, again, I don't want to sound like I'm being condescending, but like, do you think they go with a gay actor or a straight actor to play gay?
To play who?
Well, because Iceman's gay. Do you think they go with a gay actor, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter. Just be good. That's all I say. I don't care. I mean, I know people are pushing for it. People are like, I don't know if you really want to do that for what's her face to be Mystique.
Yeah, Hunter Schafer.
Yes. I mean, I think it'd be a great pick because Mystique and Morph are, I mean, let's say it, they're non-binary. They're not man, they're not female, they're fucking shapeshifters.
Yep.
So I know a lot of people are like, do you really want to highlight that Hunter Schafer will be a shapeshifter where he's a she's a he, can be whatever they want? I'm like, why the fuck not? Why does it matter? Just be good.
But, yeah, it doesn't bother me.
I saw, I mean, do you want to go into the big rumor about that's going on the past 2 days about a Caval?
Tell me.
Big rumor is Henry Cavill has been seen around Feige and possibly getting that.
No.
I don't believe it either. I don't.
Okay,
I love Cavill.
Can I just say this out loud?
Go ahead.
I got no problem with Henry Cavill. I think he really got fucked over as Superman.
Here's Cavill's problem. He's a dork that loves his projects too much.
It's not even that. I think the problem with Henry Cavill is that fans like to cast him in things that he's not right for. I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm saying like other people are doing it.
Maybe I'm.
Where they're
maybe I am.
Or maybe you are. I don't know. Maybe you're part of the problem, Joe. But it's always like Dr. Doom, Henry Cavill, Wolverine, Henry Cavill, Batman, Henry Cavill can't fucking play every role. Like, what do you want? And
no,
I
think he's a detriment to his own. I don't say his own fan fiction, but people's fan fiction, because he, at the end of the day, he is a dork like us.
Oh yeah, he's a nerd instead of a jock spot.
I mean, he loves Superman. He loved fucking Witcher. He read all the books. And that's one of the reasons why he left, is because they were deferring from the books. And he's like, guys, I really don't want to do this no more. And now the rumor is they're trying to bring him into the MCU.
It's not that I don't have a problem with him being in the MCU. I'm pretty sure there's. I think he just got a phone call. It's not that I have a problem with Henry Cavill being a part of Marvel. I really don't. Like I like Henry Cavill. I would like for him to find his own thing to be successful in. Because Superman, I thought he got fucked over. The Witcher, I never really got into, but I know people loved it. And then when he tried coming back as Superman, he got fucked over again. Mainly by The Rock. Him being in Marvel again, there's a role for everybody. I know he's been attached to like Captain Britain. If they ever decide to do something like that. Okay.
Best.
Yo,
downfall of doing this shit on your phone. When people try to call in, it fucks you up.
Lovely. But no, what I was saying about Henry Cavill is like I actually like Henry Cavill. I think he's not a bad actor. I think he's a pretty good actor. It's one of those things of like I wouldn't be opposed to him being in the MCU. There's a role for everybody. There's still roles to be had. Like I know he was attached to Captain Britain for a while.
Yeah. And now he's being rumored as Magneto, which I don't think is right for him.
No,
He doesn't have that.
I don't like
it. He can't pull that. And again, we're going to get to that when we talk about Magneto, because I think that's something you and I need to talk about.
Yeah.
What Ian McKellen had as Magneto, and even Fassbender, they had that where he felt that loss, where he felt that pain. I don't think Cavill can give that to us as Magneto that they could, when it
No.
comes to who Magneto is. I think Cavill has that. He's not Magneto. I'll just
No.
keep it simple.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's other roles for him, but Magneto's
No.
Yeah, that's just kind of how I think about it. Where like as soon as you said Henry Cavill, I'm like, where's it going with this? And then I'm like, oh no, don't say what I think you're gonna say.
I wanted to bring it up because it's making the rounds pass. Like it
I
started to
know.
gain steam, and I was like, well, this is Twitter and this is fan casting, and
He'd be
I'm
a
like,
pretty
no,
buff.
I'm
He'd be
like,
a
if you're gonna
pretty
do,
buff Magneto.
he'd look more the part, but he just couldn't carry the gravitas.
It's like Xavier. How'd you get into that wheelchair? Well, Eric beat the shit out of me.
No,
Man.
you know who Cavill would be good at if he can do the accent? Colossus.
I mean, he has a look. He has a look.
If you had to sit there and compare the two, he'd be a better Colossus than Magneto.
Yeah, but I think they're just, as far as like the mutants go, the younger mutants. I think they're going with younger actors.
Yeah,
that they don't have to pay a lot of money to. Well, at least not yet.
Which, again, that's another thing that's going around. That's why they're doing a younger cast, because they can keep the pay low.
Well, also, Christopher Abbott, he's not exactly like an A-list actor, so I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure everybody in this movie is getting probably less than $20 million, if I had to guess.
Well,
And
if you're somebody from the indies, Kit Connor, Indy Navarrete, you're seeing, I mean, even if this is my second or third film and I see $5 or $6 million for this role, I'm like, sign me the fuck up.
And let's just say if, and it's X-Men, so it should be. But you never know. So I'm just going to say if the movie becomes a huge hit, then by the next film, by like film 3 or 4, they can be like, where's my money, bitch?
Yeah. Not including the merch sales.
Exactly. And then I think and also probably with villains, because like Adam Driver is probably the most A-list actor in this movie. So I'm pretty sure he's getting some cheese. So I think with villains you can get away with casting A-list actors. With the heroes, it's good to have fresh faces. Like Tom Holland. When he came in as Spider-Man, Michael Keaton was the villain. Pretty sure Michael Keaton got paid more. Second one, Jake Gyllenhaal. You pretty sure he got paid more.
Still alive.
What was that?
Sorry. I have this fan theory that Mysterio's still alive.
Oh, he's alive. I don't buy that. I don't buy that he's dead for a second. He's the master.
Dude, I would pop so sorry, we're side casting here, but I would pop up so bad if Mysterio pops up in the next 2 or 3 Spider-Man's like, ha, got you.
Exactly. Do a Sinister Six. Oh, by the way, since going back to Obsession, Michael Johnston is not Johnson. Johnson. He was an X-Men 97. We already know that. He wants to play Harry Osborn in the MCU.
But Oscorp doesn't exist. That's
Or
what they say.
You never know. I mean, they can go the
incursions.
They can go the game route where Norman isn't the big baddie just yet. It's Harry. Harry telling Tom, well, not Tom, Peter, will be so bad about being my friend.
Let me make a wish.
I wish Peter Parker was my best friend.
I wish Peter Parker was my best friend.
Peter's
Oh my God.
Why don't you love me, Harry? Petey, what are you doing? It's for your dad.
That'd be perfect.
Oh, that'd be dope. Yeah, X-Men. Got that out of the way.
Yes.
Something else that happened was we got another Doomsday trailer. So on Friday, they released more tickets for Doomsday because they already... Sorry. They already released, I guess, the premium tickets because they're not doing IMAX for Doomsday. They're going to be doing something called Infinity Vision because they couldn't get IMAX shows, which is stupid as shit. Especially if you have Regal. No, Regal has RPX, but so they didn't have any regular RPX showings. They had RPX, but with Infinity Vision. So there was only 2 Infinity Vision showings, and they're both booked out. So unfortunately, I had to get tickets for. Wait for it. Standard.
Yeah, last time I checked at my B&B, like they just had regular, unless I wanted to travel to Kansas City, which I don't, to go see the Infinity Vision. Fuck no. If I have to see it in standard, I'm not gonna fucking travel just to see their version of IMAX. I'm not gonna do it.
Right. And mainly it's because they're coming out the same day as Dune. They're doing Doomsday, and Dune got all the IMAX showings, as they should. And instead of Marvel being like, hey, let's just go to another date. Well, let's just not push it forward, but go to another date in November. It's like, no, we're going to stay the course and we're going to create Infinity Vision. And I'm like, oh, whatever, fuck you.
Or why not work with another studio and do like a Barbieheimer?
I don't know.
Double feature. I don't know.
But
makes sense.
Anyways, I got my tickets. That's all I care about. I'm going opening night like we always do. So yeah. So yeah, Doomsday put out another trailer.
Amazing.
Put out which I gotta say, much better than the first.
They gave us some more. Trailers.
This one was more Fantastic Four, Doom based, where it was. It sounds silly to say it out loud, but it confirmed that there was a relationship between those guys. That Doom knew the Fantastic Four, Fantastic Four knew Doom.
Well, one thing I want to bring up, because it's one thing I forgot, because in the movie, it felt like a nothing burger.
Right.
But if you go back and watch First Steps, when Fantastic Four has that World Council meeting,
yeah,
who's not there?
Latveria.
So,
which I was telling Betty, Latveria, Dr. Doom. She's like, I know, I see it.
Which I think that's going to play in, and I think if they do it correctly, the first 10 to 15 minutes should be Doom's backstory. Why did it get to this?
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people are saying the first 10, 15 minutes is going to be the incursions, people dying, we're going to lose this person, and we're going to lose this person. I say first 10, 15 minutes should be Doom. Why did Doom get here?
Have you seen Little Nicky?
Yeah.
It can be like the scene where the devil's like, here's Henry Winkler, dear sweet man, and now he's covered in bees. That's basically going to be Doom. Like, hey, here's Tobey Maguire. He's dead.
Yeah.
Hey, you like Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider? Well, he's dead too.
They're all dead.
They're all Doom. No, I agree. I mean, again, it looks great, but before we jump into it, it looks great. Obviously, we've said this before. It's just like this was rushed because the multiverse stuff didn't work. Kang didn't work. Jonathan Majors got axed, and they were just like, well, we need something. So they just were like, Doom. I'm like, well, it should have been Doom the whole time, to be honest. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Again, like you said, as long as they gave us a great introduction. You
Yeah.
know, I have faith in Downey based on these trailers.
Yeah. And we
I
got
have
Sue Storm sets this trailer up perfectly.
right. You know, I have faith in the Russos and I have faith in the writers. So, but just diving into it. So Sue Storm, she basically opens it up where she's like, I remember Victor always being the smartest guy in every room, but he used to be kind, he used to be caring, and until he had everything taken from him. And I always knew he was lost and hurt, but I didn't know he was broken. And just that score where it almost sounds like a horror movie, where like there's that great shot of coming from upside down, and then you just see Doom's suit. I'm like, that suit's gorgeous. I
Yeah.
love that suit. And then it's just showing all the heroes. Where the first trailer was fun. I do think the big thing with the first trailer was more just like, hey, that's that guy. Hey, it's that guy. That's that guy. That's that guy. And with this trailer is more just like, this is the movie you're gonna get. This is what the story's really about. Almost kind of like in the beginning of Weapons, where the kid's like, and now this is where the story really begins.
Yep.
And then it cuts to this desolated, like wasteland almost, which people are speculating that might be Toby's New York,
Yep.
which allegedly the movie's going to begin with Toby fighting off the X-Men.
Or
Which
a couple.
we'll get to.
Yep.
We'll get to.
Yep.
And you just hear Pedro Pascal's read going, Victor, did you do this? Like just very like I understood it, but like he's saying it very concerned and almost emotional. And then it cuts back to him saying, "Answer me, Victor! Did you do this?" And then before that, it's a voiceover as Doom. Hearing more of Downey's voice as Doom, which again, you can't tell it's Downey. You can't even tell him from the eyes. And it's like Scarface said, it's the eyes, Chico. And it's Doom saying, all of you have lived stolen lives, and now you must give them back. And everyone just looks scared and shook. Like Shuri's like, ooh. Like she's like, what the fuck? And it cuts, and there's that great shot of Doom just jumping out of a ship. And I think like it almost looked like he changed suits midair.
Well, I saw a couple things about that, but yeah.
And then it gets to him in the Thor fight where Thor's like, you'll be begging for hell once I'm done with you. And then, he goes after him with Stormbreaker, and then he does like the Goku thing of just like stopping it with two fingers. And he goes, hell answers to me, for I am Doom.
And he does the Tony fucking Stark from Iron Man 1.
Mm-hmm.
Doom.
And then he brings what do you call it? Resurrects Sentinels. Comic accurate Sentinels, not that bullshit we got in Days of Future Past. Even though I love that movie, but those weren't Sentinels. Like those were whatever the fuck those were. Those weren't Sentinels. These are my Sentinels. And I told you, like, I'm watching that trailer with my cat. Like my cat's curled up next to me, and when that happened, when he went, "I am Doom," I went, "Yeah!" And my cat, like, what the fuck is your problem?
I know.
And that was badass.
Now, there's obviously things in this trailer that they're hinting at. And one thing I got to say is, poor fucking Professor Xavier. I mean, are they going to kill this motherfucker again?
Yes. Everyone's going to die. The old school is going to die.
How many times does Professor X have to fucking die?
Well, he won't be crying. Well, Patrick Stewart won't be crying when he sees that paycheck.
Nope.
Everyone's going to die. The old school is going to die because we're done with the multiverse. We're just going to have one Earth.
Right.
One universe, one set of mutants, one Fantastic Four, maybe a section of the universe for bloody, and monsters and whatever the fuck.
So, just based from this trailer and the last trailer, because in this one we get a little bit more of Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
Older man Magneto.
She looks like a Jedi. Almost.
I fucking love the look. I love he has the cap on, the long hair. We see Gambit. A little bit of Cyclops, but he's not in the same room. So I'm guessing we're gonna get a lot of not a well. I say that worries me. We don't see Beast yet. I know Mystique shows up in the house. So I think she'll be there for a little bit. I think we're gonna get a lot of death.
Oh
Whenever
yeah,
that first battle happens, where Doom finally reveals himself, which again we get another big rumor about Doom. Um, I think Doom's gonna kill a lot of motherfucking people. Which
there's gonna be so much death in this movie. If
there's gonna be a lot of cameos. There's gonna be a lot of death. And again, for people who don't know, Secret Wars is next. Battle World. It's not.
mm-hmm.
Have you ever played chess? This is what they're setting up for. Oh
Which
shit!
yeah, good.
Could sorry segue. Could Caval be Beyonder?
Okay, I'm gonna be a dick. You're saying his name wrong.
Oh, Cal. Sorry,
I'm sorry.
I said Caval. I'm such an asshole.
Anyone that knows me, I'm a Nazi about correcting people, and
Enunciation. I'm sorry.
someone who doesn't like me is gonna snip at that part of me saying I'm a Nazi.
Well,
So
don't
whatever.
ask me to say hamburger because I say it wrong all the time.
Hamburger.
Burger.
Anyways,
Burger. Yes, I know. You fucks.
Henry.
Caval.
You know what? Say his name however you want.
Cavill. Jesus Christ, it's the Midwest. The Midwest
Wait,
is showing.
so who is Henry Cavill playing?
Beyonder. I'm saying like a new person,
Maybe.
heavy character, could possibly last 1 or 2 movies. Doesn't necessarily have to be there long term. I can see it.
Well, I think Kevin Feige said that Secret Wars is supposed to be more about the recent one, the one that came out like 10 years ago.
I don't trust anything Feige says at all. I mean, he told us we're going to need a Blade fucking movie. Where the fuck is Blade? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, he's gonna have to take that L. He's gonna have to take that L for a while.
He did. He took it.
Which he admitted he's like, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of death.
Yep.
There is gonna be so much death. There's probably gonna be death in the beginning of the movie.
I know. That's why I'm sitting there. I'm just like, how are they going to start this? Because you got to build Doom. Which, okay. So build Doom. We know Doom loses his wife and kid. It's obvious in the trailer. Do the incursions?
Are you sure that's not his mom?
No, I'm going to say it's going to be his wife and kid.
I think it's his mom.
You think so?
Well, because I know in the Book of Doom, which is like a 5-issue series, that's what causes Victor to become Doom. Is he loses his mom. His mom was the one that taught him about magic. So again, if they go with wife and kid route, that's fine. But I think that's his mom, personally.
I'm excited either way. I mean, obviously, again, we're dealing with a lot of rumors. Loki has the key in this, and again, I don't want to see Loki then just see him fucking die within the first 5 minutes, which Hiddleston has said. He's openly said, "I will not die in this movie."
I hope not. I mean, you want to see that reunion with him and Tom, or not him and Tom, him and Thor,
which could be played in the trailers. We just don't know yet.
He's obviously meeting up with Steve.
Well, the thing with when that first trailer, when Thor says it's not possible, I think he's looking at fucking Loki. That's my thought.
Yeah, probably. And also, I forgot to bring this up when RJ was on the show. So Tom, he was doing I think he was doing Josh Horowitz's show, and he was talking about doing Doomsday and coming back as Thor, and of course he had to be secretive. And Josh Horowitz asked him, "Who's your favorite Spider-Man?" And he kind of paused and went, "For reasons I can't disclose, Tom Holland." Which again, that could mean something or it can mean nothing. But the fact that they had to say for reasons I can't disclose that you like Tom Holland. So maybe Tom Holland shows up for a bit part in this movie, and they kind of find a way to write him out, and then he plays a bigger part in Secret Wars with the suit.
The kid in me. I want the fucking symbiote.
And also, I don't know if you said this or if RJ said this, where I think he filmed some scenes in Doomsday, but he probably wasn't there. They just had somebody in a costume.
Right.
So, and also the post credit in Brand New Day.
Right.
So I don't know. That could have been him. That could have been Toby.
We don't know.
So we'll see.
We don't know.
And also, Brand New Day is like breaking all these records. So Marvel's like, we kind of need him. Can we get him for a second? Right. Can you come in and just say something cool for like 2 seconds?
I fell hard so bad when I saw the couple posts like, oh my God, they released audio of Tobey Maguire's speech in Doomsday. And I click on it and it's fucking him yelling at fucking paparazzi. I was like, God damn it. I know, just like, son of a bitch.
Oh man. But
yeah, that's Doomsday. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. The trailer looked awesome. I don't want to see anything else. I don't want to see any more trailers. Don't show me any clips. I want to walk into Doomsday surprised. I will be wearing my earbuds like I have now, waiting so I don't have to hear people coming in the theater and saying, "Hey, did you see that?" I'm just gonna have my headphones on with loud, angry metal music playing. Yeah. I'm just like,
again, let's not forget the Russos, Feige, and Marvel always do red herrings. So no matter what we see in the trailers, do not take it for a grain of salt because it's probably not going to be in the fucking movie.
Yeah, I ain't believing shit. I'm not believing that goddamn thing
until I see this 3-hour movie.
Exactly. And then another Marvel thing that was announced at D23 was Vision Quest. The show's coming out in October, which I believe is going to be the last, maybe not the last, but pretty much this is going to be before Marvel is going to take a different direction with their TV shows, where I think they're going to do less live action stuff.
Yeah, and this is the last of the Wanda and Vision storylines too. And
Agatha all along. So it's like part 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, Vision Quest, that's a show where I'm just like, again, I'm like, I wasn't really that interested hearing about it. And then I see a trailer, I'm like, all right, you got me. Kind of the same thing with another show that was great, and now we're never going to see that ever again. But Vision Quest, I mean, there really isn't much to tell about it. I mean, Vision is working somewhere, I think Scotland. It sounds like Scotland or Ireland because like the person there is like, I haven't seen you here in a long time. You used to come here with that redhead. That was a bad accent, by the way. And, you know, he ends up going to the freezer and he sees his white Vision suit and he goes inside the suit, which is kind of funny because it's like, this show seems like, hey, we're trying to save money, so the suit's expensive. So we're just going to show it for like a few seconds and then we're going to have you, because it cuts to Ultron. And Vision almost, it sounds like he's speaking for Marvel, where he's like, too expensive. So you have to be James Spader for the whole episode. And so it's James Spader looking all crazy, which again, I'm happy about that because I like the concept of like Paul Bettany and James Spader are going to be roommates.
Which I think this definitely going to take the same road as WandaVision, where it's going to be like, a lot of this shit is in his head.
Exactly. And they bring in the actor who played Jarvis in what the hell is her name? Agent Carter.
Yep.
Who's I guess Jarvis for Jarvis. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Jarvis.
Human Jarvis. And then a few other actors, and they bring in not Wiccan, the other one, the faster one.
Oh shit!
Speedster or something like that? No, it's not Speedster. It can't be Speedster.
Oh fuck! God damn it!
Chris, if you're there,
It's right on the
What's the
tip of
name
my
of this?
freaking tongue. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, it'll come. But
Yeah, I see his
um,
freaking like comic accurate outfit in my face, and I can't freaking think of it.
to which that character was, I guess, kind of introduced in Agatha because
Kid.
the spirit of Tommy Wiccan's brother, kind of like him, where his spirit was brought into the MCU in reality, and it found Tommy, a Wiccan, and the other spirit found the other brother. So I don't know if Wiccan's going to be in the show. I mean, I can't imagine he wouldn't be, where they're somehow going to reunite. But this brother he's meeting up with Vision because that's his dad, quote
Right.
unquote. I say quote unquote because they weren't real. They were created by Wanda, and then they somehow got brought into reality. Magic. Um,
Magic.
so again, I don't. I guess I get a good gist of what this show's supposed to be about, but at the same time, I don't because I don't even know who the villain is. I know I see who the actor playing, I guess, the villain, but I don't really know. Obviously, don't know Vision lore enough to really know who is like that.
The few things I've read is that the part of him that's Ultron is going to try to take over.
Yeah.
So I think Spader is going to come in more like a friend, but it's going to be kind of devious. And from what I also read, which they've shown artwork for him, is we're going to get the OG Torch. Not the Human Torch, but the Torch.
Interesting.
Which,
First ever Marvel character created.
yeah, he's one of the OGs with Captain America Namor. So,
well, actually,
oh yes,
Namor and Torch were the first two Marvel characters created back when it was called Timely Comics.
Yes,
Yes.
nerd out.
You should have known this, dear boy.
Yeah, and Torch is an android, you young folks, who would later on would be used by Ultron to make Vision.
Yeah. We're gonna get beat up by some. We're gonna get beat up by some bullies after the show.
No, like you're not telling it right.
No, it's gonna be like, oh, you're one of them funny book boys, huh?
Yeah, buddy. I did my research.
Yeah, Vision Quest looks good. Looks very good.
I think it's probably, this is my gist. It's going to be a lot like WandaVision, a lot of lightheartedness, and then as the episodes progress, it's going to get darker, more sad. I hope we get Wanda, just because it's Elizabeth Olsen, and I just want to see her.
I know. I get you.
You know.
I mean, if not in this show, she'll probably show up in a big movie.
Well, we didn't even get to that because they showed the frickin' outfits for Doomsday.
Which, yeah, I guess we can kind of go back to that. So you have one with a helmet that has like a extra eye, and it's kind of obvious who that is. That's Doctor Strange. Because last we saw him in Clea, was it Clea? Clea? Who was
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron. You know, she's like, you know, you cause incursions and you need to come with me. So they've been taking care of incursions for a while, and he grew his third eye.
Yeah.
In the midst of that, they met up with Doom because I think Doom starts off as an ally, or he pitches himself as an ally. And then thus we get to that scene where Pedro's like, "What did you do? Like, what did you do, Victor? God damn it. Tell me." So yeah, I think he has his witches, which is again Doom, not Doom. Doom has his witches of Strange, Clea, Wanda. Wanda's there. You fine? Agatha?
Sorry. Nope. Female Loki.
Okay, there you go. So those are his witches.
Yep.
Which
I'll pop.
That's a good goddamn lineup right there.
I mean, what did they call that in the comics? It was his council, right?
Believe so? Like the cabal or whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. I got nothing for that. But
I'm gonna nerd
that's
out no matter what. That's what I care about.
We're all gonna nerd out.
But anywho, that's Vision Quest, which again looks like gonna be on the same road as WandaVision. Again, if Miss Olsen happens to show up, I'll be there for it. But anywho, we're moving on. I'm sorry.
But I believe that's all. I believe that is all the Marvel.
For that day, yes. I didn't watch anything day 2. I was working my ass off, so I didn't watch anything.
Well, that's why you got me, because I have notes.
Because there was a lot of Star Wars too, which I missed. And
by notes, I mean I copy and pasted things on.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
But everything else that happened at D23, there's always something for everybody. There's going to be a third Incredibles.
Oh yes, I did take notes on non-Marvel stuff, because when I sat there and told you, you're like, I don't give a shit about. You mean Marvel? I was like, all right, I'll take notes.
Yeah, I was like, I don't give a fuck about this shit, Joe. We're talking about some more.
But yes, Incredibles 3. I love the first 2 Incredibles. I get them on fucking Blu-ray, so I'm excited about the third.
Directed by Peter Sohn, who directed Elemental. Brad Bird, I know he directed the first 2. He's going to be doing the script. He's going to focus on Violet and Dash stepping up as big time supers. And
yes,
the one comparison I heard was that it's going to be compared to The Boys in a sense where you're going to have a corporation funding super.
Yeah. Another thing I heard about Incredibles 3 is going to deal with the dad dealing with the fact that he's not the superhero anymore. So it's going to kind of deal with that kind of depression angle, which I'm okay with that.
Yay, depression.
Yay, depression.
It'll come out June the 16th on 2028.
Nice.
Basically a lot of sequels and live action remakes. There is a Simpsons movie coming out on September 3rd next year,
which I will go watch. Reason is because actually I've watched the first movie like I watched the movie again like probably 3 or 4 months ago. Still holds up. They killed Green Day, so it's still fine.
Good.
But Simpsons will always have a place in my heart. I haven't watched the show in like 15 years, but if it wasn't for The Simpsons, which I grew up on from 90 to fucking 2000, we wouldn't have got South Park, wouldn't have got Family Guy, wouldn't have got Bob's Burgers, American Dad. I mean, The Simpsons really paved the way. And if you go back and watch the first 3 or 4 seasons of The Simpsons, they did a lot of crazy shit that you can't get away with these days.
No.
That's why I'm glad I still have the first 10 seasons on DVD, and I will never sell them, because a lot of those episodes you cannot see, especially a lot of the poo shit and some of the other shit that goes on. Like, you will never see those episodes ever again.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I love The Simpsons, so I will go watch that because, again, memories. Which, again, the originator of The Simpsons hinted at a Simpsons hit and run. Not necessarily remake, but a boost. Like whatever you want to call it. Like for today's, like if that comes out on PS5. Yes, a remastered.
Okay.
If that came out on the fucking PS5, day one. Right there.
Wouldn't mind that. Yeah, I mean, I do like the first Simpsons movie, but after that movie came out was when you noticed the decline in quality of the show. I like to remember the Simpsons before the movie. Because, old school Simpsons is that's my jam. I can quote most of it. Sexy, sexy Flanders, nothing at all. Um, hey, aren't you that
Such
guy
good
that
shit.
everybody? Aren't you that guy that everybody hates? Why, no, I'm Mr. Burns.
Are they saying boo or boo earns?
Oh, sir, they're saying words. I
I'll
was
tell you
saying
one
good.
thing that made me laugh so hard as a kid, and still does to this day, just because it just always makes me laugh, is where Mo finally figures out who the prank caller is. And so he takes his knife and he goes, leaves. And he's like, Barney, you're in charge of the bar. And as Mo drives off, Barney is sipping from the tap and he goes, uh-oh, my heart just stopped. Oh, there it goes again. I every fucking time I laughed so hard. It was like, oh shit, this guy just died from alcohol poisoning. And he's just like, uh-oh, there it goes again. I don't know. There's so many I can diatribe off this for all day. So, anyways, yeah, Simpsons coming out 2028.
Dude, I for one like to see the lunch menus in advance. I don't like the idea of Millhouse having two spaghetti dinners in one day.
Oh my
And
god.
you know what makes that funny is that parents would actually bitch about that kind of shit.
Sir, we're gonna ask you to leave. Why? Uh, be, because you ate too much. This is all you can eat. Yeah, you have to. You have to go.
Small Man Productions presents man getting hit in the groin with football. Boink.
No, no, no one's gay for Mo, man. Oh God, I'm crying. I can't do this.
We can just sit here and do Simpsons shit all day.
Oh my God.
Up, up, up. Oh, bloody hell! I'll pay for the bloody surgery. Woo!
Oh God. All right. So what's next? I'm gonna sit there and start crying if we keep
I
talking about
bring
this.
you love. He's bringing us love.
Oh,
Get him,
the X Files episode. Oh,
Agent Scully, FBI. And he's just like posing in a bikini. All right, we'll stop because we're gonna be
okay.
here all day doing that shit.
Yes. Yes. Oh my
Um,
God. Clip this.
were you a fan of the movie Tangled? Was the missus or the little girl fan of it?
No. Tangled is. It's. I saw the camp. Of course, spoil it. They're coming
Right.
out to live action, which I love. Katherine Heigl, not Heigl. Jesus.
Catherine Hahn,
Yes.
Agatha.
But I mean, it's just another live action money grab to
Right.
me.
But yeah, there will be a live action Tangled. It comes out March the 31st, 2028. Catherine Hahn will be Mother Gothel.
Yep.
Tegan Croft, which sounds like a porn name, will be playing Rapunzel, and Milo Manheim, that's kind of cool name, will be Flynn Rider. Zachary Levi was not asked to come back.
Good.
Yeah.
Side
Anywho,
note,
good.
I will say somebody that we're both fans of opened the D23 show.
Who?
Miss Anne Hathaway. Which again, I will suggest anybody who loves Anne Hathaway, go watch Love and Other Drugs. It's one of my favorite movies for reasons. Jake Gyllenhaal is in it too.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I hate his last name. Mysterio.
You know what? I'm just gonna let you say these names however you want. I'm just gonna sit there and just be like. So what do you think about Matt Damon?
You're exposing my Midwest, dude. I hate it. Oh, anyways, Love and Other Drugs, great movie for reasons.
But segue. You said Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
There is a sequel to Princess Diaries.
Which those movies are cute. I mean, I don't know if what's her face will be in the third one.
Julie Andrews said straight up that she's retired.
Yeah, so I can see Stanley Tucci. Oh my god, you're gonna kill me.
Wrong movie.
No, he's in that. He's in those.
No, that's Devil Wears Prada.
I thought he was in that movie
No,
too.
well, no, there's another actor. I know what you're talking about, but I forget the other actor's name. But he's
Okay,
like,
okay.
yeah.
Anyway, the
Anyways.
gorgeous Anne Hathaway is going to be in Princess Diaries 3. So she opened the show, which to a large applause. She's looking very pregnant, and I'm not the dad. Sad. Just
All right.
kidding. I am digressing.
We're all sad.
So another thing, which I love the first movie. I don't know how I feel about the sequel, so we'll see where it goes. But Coco 2.
Yes.
Coco 2, incredible film. So fucking sad. Like that ending fucking wrecks me.
Well, that's on the Pixar side because I'm still on the.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, we can talk about Coco too. I wasn't, but that's actually coming up, Coco too. But finishing out the Walt Disney side, there is a Bluey movie, and it has new CG. But sorry, I have Ron and Ray Phoenix just came out.
Well, you can tell from me too.
But
same.
Yeah, I got nothing for that. I got nothing for Bluey. Pixar.
I can see Bluey making a shit ton of money.
Yeah, probably. But Pixar, we got some good shit coming with Pixar. We got Ghost Market, which is Pixar's first ghost film.
I love it.
It's directed by Trevor Jimenez and Jesse Andrews, following a young boy in Hawaii who stumbles into a haunted night market. I like that.
That teaser is so freaking cute. Like I was sitting there, I was like, "Oh man!" He's just like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "I'm sitting here going," like, I'm like, "Oh my god!" It's like everything I want from this type of movie. Like, and I think there was a hint in the teaser from a short film that Pixar did about a kid eating like a dumpling, and the dumpling was alive or something like that. Like they hinted at that. So, I mean, it looks cute. I mean, I would definitely go see it.
Yeah, I like the idea of them doing like a horror movie for kids.
Yeah.
Because, again, we're both not like snobs when it comes to like animation. We love good animation.
Yeah.
But we also love horror. So if you want to make a horror movie for kids, like, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. The last horror movie for kids was what? Monster House?
I don't remember Monster House.
That's one where, like, the house was haunted, and then you had Steve Buscemi as the owner of the house comes like, "Get off my lawn!"
Okay. Well, I was thinking Coraline, but that was like over a decade ago.
I think that's around the same time.
Coraline was terrifying, even for adults.
Yeah. Other Mother?
Oh, ooh. Can't wait for that. Another one, Gato, which is directed by Enrico Casarosa, who directed Luca, featuring a Venetian stray cat named Nero. Brother Nero! I knew you'd come. Directed by Mark Ruffalo and mob boss Rocco, voiced by Lawrence Fisher. Again, a movie about a cat. That's all you need. That's all I need.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would see that in a theater. It's more of like a wait and see what people think about it.
I still haven't seen Hoppers, and I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Same. I mean, it's popping up on Disney Plus left and right.
I'm gonna watch it. But then you mentioned Coco 2. A teenage Miguel returns to the land of the dead as Ernesto de la Cruz, Benjamin Bratt returning, seeks revenge. And I remember Coco. I remember just weeping at the end like a little tiny baby. And, singing Remember Me.
Remember me.
The daughter who is now an older woman with dementia, who never saw her dad because her dad was murdered. Her dad was murdered by this Ernesto de la Cruz battle. And, the I'm gonna choked up. It's just such a well written film. I loved it.
Yeah, and it
And
delves. The thing is, what I loved about it, it delves so deep into the Mexican culture, especially with like the Day of the Dead and people passing on. And geez, again, I mean, if I talk about it, I'll get choked. But that ending, man, with the guitar and singing to the grandma, and then all of a sudden the grandma, oh god damn. That's
Papa,
why I'm just like, how is the sequel going to? I mean, it's Pixar, so they will pull on
they'll
the
find it.
heartstrings for different reasons, which they've already mentioned that the grandma will show up in the afterlife. So we'll see.
Mhm. We'll see.
Which,
Gaming. Oh, go ahead.
which I'm gonna say. So that's a segue because for the first time, Coco is going to show up in Kingdom Hearts 4. Which, if you're a gaming fella, which I'm a part-time gaming fella these days, because adulting don't have whole lot of time, but games that I will buy and will play is anything Kingdom Hearts. I've been a Kingdom Hearts fan since day one. I think PS3 or was it PS2 when the first one came out? But it basically combines, for anybody who doesn't know, Final Fantasy with Disney properties. And they're so fucking good. I mean, you get so many cameos. And in this one, we're going to get, again, Coco. We're going to get a Coco storyline where Donald and Goofy get lost in the afterlife. We don't know the full context, but I love Kingdom Hearts. I'm sorry, I'm going to nerd out. I love the series.
Yeah, like I unfortunately I never got into those games. I'm happy when I'm happy people love it
Oh,
because I
dude. They're, and the thing is, they're not hard games. I mean, it's not
right.
something. I mean, when people think of Final Fantasy, they think you have to hit like 2 or 3 buttons to put in your attack to attack another person. Then you have to wait for another person to attack you. No, it's not like that. You sit there and it's actual fighting. You gain points and or whatever to gain more powers to fight other bad guys. I mean, it's so fucking fun.
I mean, it seems like it. Yeah, I remember back in I think it was like seventh or eighth grade. That was when that game started to kind of get noticed. And again, people love the shit out of it. And I think that's cool. Um, so I'm happy for anyone that's happy about this. I mean, I don't want to yuck anyone's yet. I had never got to the game, so but I'm happy that everyone is loving this. Also, there will be a Kingdom Hearts series on Disney Plus.
Which I'm going to tell you right now, it'll be the number one streaming show for probably weeks on end
Oh yeah, there's
because
no
it
doubt
has
about that.
such a huge fucking following.
Yeah, like any like you said, anyone that has like anything that has such a rich history, it's always going to be on top. Like, it's going to be on top regardless of anything else that comes, below it. So
Yeah, and the
that
reason
comes.
is if they do the show like they do the game, I mean, the thing is why the game's so popular is it cross platforms with different Disney properties. So you might have Captain Jack Sparrow talking with Mickey Mouse and Winnie the Pooh and um, Hercules. Like they're all kind of intermingling to try to solve a bigger problem. So if they do the show like the game, it's gonna be like, oh shit, like there's all these characters that I really like, and they're all in the show together, kind of like Avengers Assemble type mode. So it'll be like I'm excited. I mean, the nerd in me is seeing where that will go because I think it will do huge numbers for Disney Plus when it comes out.
No doubt. I know there's some other sequels announced. There's a sequel to Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
Don't care, to be honest. I mean, that's like
Uh,
30 years too late.
um, there's other sequels that I'm blanking on that aren't on my notes. Are they on your notes?
No, but the only thing I have on my notes is John Favreau came out and said that I'm not familiar with the character. A lot of people seem they are Oswald. Are you familiar with him?
Who?
Oswald. He's some like 2D animated bunny. that's popular. Like I don't know what it is, but like people pop for it. It's going to be like a 3-part miniseries on Disney Plus when it comes out, all hand drawn in 2D.
Hey, Coco.
Yeah, it's okay. Everybody forgets. But yeah, it's going to be like one of the first 2D animated shows that Disney has brought out in years, directed by Jon Favreau, about the character Oswald, which is a black and white character, kind of like bringing that old school style, like Mickey Mouse character from the 50s or 60s into modern culture.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I saw that.
So that's something I'm interested in, just because it's like, oh, I haven't seen like a new 2D animated film in a while. And it's Jon Favreau, and I love him. I love anything that he does. So that's about the only thing from day one. Again, I didn't see anything from day two. I didn't see anything Star Wars or anything from day two.
Oh, I forgot to bring that up. They did announce. Well, we already knew about this. They showed a trailer for the Ryan Gosling Star Wars Starfighter.
How'd that look?
I didn't see the trailer. I just know they showed it.
Okay. I know it's directed by Sean Levy, which he gets a lot of love/hate. So
right.
it's
and
Gosling.
Then there's an Ahsoka season 2, which I didn't watch season 1. It's up to you, Coach. So I got nothing to add to that.
Yeah, same.
We got to bring this up during Doomsday. So there was a special, I guess, cameo, or I guess cameos, by 2 very familiar faces, and that was Hugh Jackman, who is pretty much doing a hostage video with Ryan Gosling in the background, being like, "Stick to the fucking script," and it's just Hugh Jackman going like, hey, I just want to say hi, and if you need an extra hand for Doomsday, you can call us.
They're already confirming the rumors about fucking what's going to happen. Because you know the rumor, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we all know the rumor. Mm-hmm. But basically, the rumor is, okay, not trying to spoil anything, but rumor is because thing is, at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine, the TVA tells them, like, you're going to have more work to do. Especially involves incursions. So rumor is Deadpool and Wolverine are going to be trying to take out another Toby.
Which, seeing Toby and Hugh Jackman
fight
together, like.
And again, friends, we got Secret Wars. So don't take anything too serious when you see Doomsday. Yeah, I know there's going to be a lot of hotheads going, you brought them in for this? Rah!
Yeah, Marvel's like, we need you for one more movie. We're not just going to have you die. We're going to have you stay
for 10 minutes.
Yeah, we still need Andrew to fight an alien. Like, come on. So yeah, Secret Wars is going to happen. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of fun. What else? Oh, and this is I was going to save this for later, or I guess now. So 2028 is going to be a big year for the MCU. Next year, we're only getting one MCU film. We're getting Secret Wars. Before that, we're going to get Spider-Verse 3, which apparently the first like a 4-minute teaser leaked online.
Yep.
And apparently looks good, which I don't doubt it. But as far as MCU stuff, we're only getting Secret Wars, which again, that's all we need.
That's fine.
I guess if you want to count Spider-Verse as MCU since it's multiverse, it might bleed into Secret Wars.
Right.
But 2028, we're going to get 3 movies.
It's going to pick up.
So, May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo, 2028, we're getting X-Men. The Jake Schreier. July the 28th, 2028, is when we're getting our Ryan Gosling Ghost Rider film.
Please be good.
Directed by Sean.
Again, love-hate for him.
Yeah. And then December the 15th, right around the holidays, 2028, Black Panther 3. With
fucking Denzel. Whoo!
Oscar-winning director Ryan Coogler returns to direct it, fresh off of Sinners. You got a brand new Black Panther and Dana Johnson, and like you said, Denzel fucking Washington.
Which will be interesting. And apparently, rumor, what's her face is going to show up in the spirit world.
Which wait, who? Angela Bassett?
Yep.
Okay. Also, apparently Ryan Coogler had a hand in casting Storm for the X-Men, which that only means one thing: T'Challa Jr. and Aurora.
No. No, you know what? Where's my motherfucking forge?
Yeah. Where's my sexy indigenous man?
Yes. Who create weapons out of metal. No machines. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the slate. And also in 2029, in 3 years, on 9/11, we're getting an untitled MCU film.
Not fucking Blade.
It could be.
No, at this point, give me just Midnight Suns.
I mean, maybe it could be.
Well, the thing is, they're in talks of doing Wolf by Midnight too. So we'll see.
Yeah, never mind.
No, go ahead.
I was a big fan of Wolf by Midnight.
Werewolf by Midnight. Oh, shut up, motherfucker. Sorry, I'm distracted right now. I got Vaquer on screen.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. She's, you know, I'll forgive you for that.
Sorry.
I'll let that.
Werewolf by Midnight. Black blouse. Okay. Anyways,
Damn,
yes.
Good. Okay, stop looking at Stephanie McCord, Joe. if I can. Okay, let's. We're off subject. Yeah, 9/11/2029. I don't know who that is. Could be Doctor Strange 3. Could be Nova, because I know they're doing a Nova film.
Yep.
That remains to be seen. But that's the slate. That was D23.
A lot of stuff.
Now
a lot of stuff.
We got some few more things to talk about.
Yep.
What we've been watching.
Yes.
Let's get to that. Do you want to start things off, Joe?
Sure. Real quick, so I just have my notes. So I'm gonna backtrack a little bit to bless you. X-Men. There's this whole controversy about Magneto and the fact that it's 2026. We are now 80 some years from World War II.
Yeah.
And the big debate is, Jesus Christ. Anywho's, origin story with Magneto.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go by the lore, he can de-age. He ages slowly. The significant to me with Magneto, that is an important thing with his storyline. And I don't think you could ever recast Magneto as just a guy who's been persecuted without that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tried to do a deep delve, and they said they've done it in storylines before where it wasn't his backstory, which I don't know if I really buy into that. But where do you think we should be with that when it comes to Magneto in a 2026 storyline with X-Men, present day? Is that something that's needed, and how could we make him relevant? I hate saying that because
I know what you mean.
We shouldn't say like, oh, we should ignore 80 some years ago when that shit was going down and millions of people were being slaughtered. So I don't want to sit there and make it passe, but can we do that? Like, can we do a Magneto without? I mean, I've seen some TikToks, and I think it's more for people trying to get likes more than anything. But
hmm
I've seen several people like, well, we should make it more Malcolm X and Martin Luther to make it more relatable. Which I get,
Yeah.
but I get at the end of the day, I'm just like, I mean, I don't know how much you want to. And I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what you can do with Magneto and not try to represent what his actual storyline represents.
Right. That's going to be tricky because
Yep.
if anyone remembers, they didn't do the Holocaust stuff with Magneto until like much later. 'Cause when he first came out, they didn't say he was,
No,
a
he
Jew.
had very, again, kind of like the Joker in the very beginning. He didn't have backstory. He was just
Right.
a
Same thing
mutant.
with Wolverine. He didn't really have a backstory. But with Magneto, it's going to be tricky because you obviously want to make his storyline work in modern day society,
Yep.
and I mean, there's been a lot of other tragedies, but not to downplay the Holocaust, obviously, because
Right.
that was horrible. Like thousands, hundreds of thousands of human
Like,
beings,
you want to talk about tragedies? Top 3.
you know, or top one, or just one. But like, you know, I don't know. Like it's tricky because you can go the Captain America route and just say that he was a Jew in World War I, and he was tortured. He was captured and tortured by Hydra scientists,
And then
and
Frozen.
he was frozen, and then he woke up, and he just woke up to a world that he hated because he hated mankind because he saw how evil and how cruel mankind could be. Or it could be, or I mean, there's been lately in the news, you can go topical of Jews being persecuted. Uh, I want to.
Oh
I want to
shit.
get.
I
I
mean,
want to make sure I'm getting it right. Messiah, not messiahs, but what are they called? Jewish churches. What are they called?
you're kind of asking the wrong dude.
Anyone listening? What are Jewish churches called? Because I want to make sure I'm getting it. I don't want to offend anyone. But like
It starts
temple?
with
Is it
M.
temp? Is it temples?
I don't know. This is a conversation I would love to have with either Draper or RJ. Either or. Which I would love for you to bring this up with RJ, to see what his thoughts would be on this. And I would love to have this talk with John too.
Yeah.
Because they're
So
both they're so much
wait, is it
more.
mosque? Is it
Yes.
mosque? Okay, there you go. Like mosques, they're being ransacked and vandalized and broken into, and in the last 3 years, there's been a lot of Jewish attacks. So you can play around with like real world issues of like, Eric Lenscher grew up in a family that actually had Hogan saying synagogues. All right, there you go.
Okay.
Where like he grew up in a family where his grandparents or his great grandparents, they were Holocaust survivors, and they told him horror stories of what happened there, and it stuck.
And he's still facing those kind of trepidations.
Yeah, and he grew up in a certain neighborhood where it was very racist and very anti-Semitic, and now he's in a world where it feels like racism is almost accepted. Where unfortunately, that's kind of the world we live in, where
Yep.
racism seems like it's more accepted than anything, and that's scary to think about. So for a guy like Eric Lenscher, who grew up watching his parents struggle, and then had a family of his own, and then something happened to them, and that just made him hate humanity. And right around the time when he lost his family, that's when the snap happened.
Oh shit! Nice.
You can do that, like the snap. Both snaps caused everyone's X gene, their mutant gene, to enhance.
That's so right. Yep.
Especially the younger mutants, like because Jean was saying that she didn't get her powers until much later, which she wasn't born.
Yep.
Same thing with Cyclops. Like, Scott Summers, woke up one day and he just saw red. He's like, what the fuck? And then
Universal.
somewhere out in Calgary, a certain, James Howlett, you know, or, well, I think, well, we'll get to Wolverine later. I don't want to talk about it. But, Magneto, let's just say maybe he always felt something in his bones, but he didn't really know what it was. He couldn't really control it. And then the snap, which, irradiated, gamma, enhanced it.
Yeah.
So
And also with that can fuel his hate. And that just kind of sparks the mutant gene.
right. So, for him, he just felt so much rage and guilt because he's like, I didn't have the power to help my family. Now I do, but it's too late because they're not here anymore.
Yeah. You brought up a great point, especially with today's headlines and everything that's going on over there. I mean, that can line up some perfect ingredients for a current day Eric to sit there and be like,
Right.
this shit angers me. I'm feeling different. All of a sudden, oh shit, I can control metal.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I like that.
Option B is you can just change it to another tragedy. Like you could, and by changing tragedy, you can you would have to change maybe the race. You can do a black Magneto, where this one was caught up in Rwanda. The tragedy in Rwanda. The movie Hotel. That's what it was about.
Right.
I mean, again, there's so many other tragedies, or you can really go bold and just maybe cast a Middle Eastern actor, where he was in the Afghani war or the Kuwait war. Like he saw his family murdered and murdered by Americans. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this interpretation, because they're really going to have to both be bold, but also tread lightly.
Yeah.
Because regardless of what you do, you're going to piss a lot of people off. Unfortunately, it's going to be a mix of people who are not the brightest, bulbs in the bunch. And we already know who those people are.
Right.
Not that
and
they
like
matter.
I say, what this first movie, if they just concentrate on Sinister, we don't need Magneto.
No, I mean, you don't need Magneto.
Right.
You can tease him, but he doesn't need to be in this movie.
Yeah.
I think certain mutants, obviously, you can't do the thing of like, we've been here the whole time. Like, no, you can't do that because it wouldn't make sense. I think for certain mutants, a Wolverine would be an easier sell as like, I've been here the whole time, but I just don't give a fuck.
Right. I've been doing my own shit.
Like Wolverine certainly didn't give a fuck about what was happening in Infinity War because he was living by himself, probably. And he didn't care about Endgame. He was just like, I really don't care because fuck all of you. Man did this to me. Why should I help man out?
Right.
So Wolverine's probably the easiest sell. Like, I've been here the whole time. I just don't care.
Fuck you, kids.
Fuck your Avengers movie. Fuck all. But keep Wolverine the fuck away from these movies for a while.
Yes, please. We don't need that again.
Obviously, cast a different actor because you can't bring in a 50-year-old Hugh Jackman to fall in love with a 20-year-old.
He's damn near fucking 60 now.
I mean, I know Hugh Jackman looks great for his age, but it's like, come on, that's just weird. That's weird. That'd be fucking weird as shit.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I look at it. How would you kind of go about it? Curious.
With Magneto?
Yeah.
You know what? At first, I initially thought, if we're going to go the Sinister route, let's just make the trilogy around Sinister. We don't need Magneto. But as soon as you brought up current events, I was like, God, you really could make a current day Magneto based on stuff that's going on in the Middle East. Because it still deals with that kind of Jewish heritage and the conflicts and everything like that. And you can have young Magneto says like, man, my grandparents died and fought for me to live. My parents barely got through, and I'm still seeing this hate and war. And then it just triggers his fucking mutation, and he's just like, I've had enough. Fuck these humans. He's like, I'm gonna get my brotherhood. He's like, I'm gonna find people like me, and we're gonna end this shit my way.
Hmm.
So I think that's a really, really good idea. So, but what I mean, it's gonna it's gonna hit that line, and I don't know if Disney, I don't know if Disney's gonna want to hit that line.
I
So we'll
mean,
see.
we'll see. That's good discussion. I might just I might just clip that and put that on the.
I mean, that's a great discussion. I mean, that's why I brought it up, because I saw a lot of people saying, you know, how can you bring Magneto with his lineage? The fact that it's an 80, and thing that I was like, fuck. I was like, that's such a touchy subject, because you're trying to downplay something that literally was a worldly life changing event in the 1940s. Yeah, it was fucking 80 some years ago, but doesn't change the fact that millions and millions of people died. And the fact that Eric Lyncher's may not be his OG story, but it is the backbone of what we've come to learn and love and hate about him,
Yeah,
especially with fucking X-Men 97. Um,
yeah. Hulk Hogan, he controls metal, but there's much more to him than just a guy who controls metal. There's more
yeah,
pathos in
yeah.
there.
He's
So
Omega level. Like he can sit there and do. And
yeah,
that's
you
one of
don't.
the things that people talked about is like, well, with his abilities, he can sit there and he ages a lot slower. So a 50-year-old Professor X, Magneto may still look fucking 35 or 40
Yeah,
based
there
on
you
their
go.
lineage. So we'll see. We'll see where they go.
All right. Again, good discussion.
Yes.
So what have you been watching, or what have you been watching?
Well, first one I want to bring up, because you brought it to my attention a couple times, and I watched it this week, and I was fucking floored because I went in fucking blind, thinking when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, this is gonna be kind of like a weird A24 rom com with shenanigans with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya, called The Trauma.
The drama.
The Trauma. Yeah, I said
Well, I
the
mean,
trauma. The
you know
trauma.
what? You're right. There
It
is a
is
lot of
trauma, but
there is a lot of
the trauma.
trauma in this movie. Yeah, yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Um, Pattinson again. Pattinson and Zendaya are having a fucking killer year,
Hmm.
because this came out early in the year, right?
Yeah.
Okay. A24. So I knew this shit was going to get weird. Um, Especially in the beginning, because in the beginning, Robert Pattinson like sees her, and he's kind of doing this awkward, like, oh, I kind of like this girl. Like, what is she reading? He's like, I'm going to sit there and try to connect with her. Like, oh, it's kind of quirky. And then it kind of does like these time jumps. And I recognize, because the side cast is really good too. I mean,
Hmm.
the girl is from Licorice Pizza, right?
Look, yeah.
Yeah. And the other dude, he's from Doctor Who.
I don't know. I think he was on a Netflix show called Archive 91,
Okay, okay. I mean,
which which for some reason he reminds me of Julian Cannon.
I see it. Um,
He's a good actor. I liked him.
yeah, yeah. The thing is, I thought he played Doctor Who at one point, but I don't watch the shit. He just looked like he could have played Doctor Who. Um, they were great. They were great subplots and side characters. But when you get 20 minutes, like, I would say probably more like 30 minutes in, and I'm telling you right now, nobody, and I mean nobody, if especially during wedding season, wedding parties, would you ever play that fucking game? What's the worst thing you've ever done? No, no.
Mm.
And I thought it was gonna be Pattinson taking the heavy on that. I was like, oh shit. He slept like he fucking did some stupid shit, but no. Fucking Zendaya with the fucking pipe bomb. Like I did not expect that at all. Like,
Hmm.
and like they would do that such dark undertones in this film. And then again, I can't remember her name. I know she was in Licorice Pizza, but that turn, because the thing is, there's no setup for this. Like you do not know the backstory of these characters really throughout. I mean, they do a little jumping back and forth with Pattinson and Zendaya with how they met and first dates. And hey, Tay, can you please be a little bit louder? Thank you.
Yes.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Powerades in the bottom left. I'm getting cereal. Okay, that's fine. Um, daughters. Um,
Mhm.
but during that scene, like again, there's no build up. Like you don't know what's going on. And when she sits there and goes, "That's fucked up," and like they're all just like, "You're joking, right? You're joking." And the one's talking about a dog. The other one's talking about leaving a kid in a closet. And then Patton's just like, I didn't do nothing. Yeah, she's doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
Where'd she get that from? I don't know. Um,
Probably
but
Henry Cavill.
you
Uh,
aunt with a C.
okay, the next time I mispronounce an actor's name or anything, you can make fun of me all you want.
Sorry. That's gonna make me laugh all night now. But and the fact that everything spirals out of control
Yeah.
after that. Tatum, seriously, pack it up. Thank you. Love you. You pack it up. Did you get Frickenberry? No, I got s'mores. Okay. Um, but the fact that everything starts to unrival after that, and then Pattinson does what he does.
Mhm.
Swear to God, if you weren't mine. Um, improv. But there's this. I tell you, one scene that kind of freaked me out is when sorry, I know I'm going long on this, but when Zendaya says what she says, and like the kind of night ends, and she's throwing up, and Pattinson's just like, "How'd you get that drunk?" And then like you have that whole sequence of the wedding. I sit there like she's dreaming. I sat there go, "Oh fuck, is this the end?" Like I thought that that's where they're gonna go. And again, I'm not gonna give away the whole thing, but I really thought I was like, okay, this is building to some bad shit. And of course, it does the whole A24 relationship type thing and character building, and I loved it. I unfortunately think with other things that came out, I don't think Pattinson and Zendaya is going to get the love that they
Right.
should for this movie.
Mhm.
Because I think this is probably one of the best performances I've seen all year from two
Mhm.
people.
It's in my top 10.
And the thing is, I wrote down Pattinson is at his best when he can be British.
True.
Like he's more himself. You can see he's more relaxed. And I loved him in Odyssey. Again, he was a sniveling prick. But Pattinson, he just has that ease about him. Like when he's sitting there and when he can be, it reminded me of oh, fuck, what was the film? Remember Me?
Mhm.
Um, again, he was British in that. Again, he seemed, again, fucking out of his mind, but again, seemed at ease. But yeah, I fucking love this. I gave it an 8 out of 10.
All right, good choice.
Moving
Well,
along. Next one I saw was a new one on Shudder, which caught my attention. I don't know if you saw it yet, but it was called Hellcat.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it.
I love the freaking premise of this movie. Starts out strong. A woman is getting taken into this back of this RV, and you hear the guy going, "No, you have to stay back here. You have to stay back here. It's not safe. You have to stay back here." She's screaming, "No, no, no! Let me out! Let me out!" They drive off, and that's how the movie freaking starts. 2/3 of this movie is like that. It's very ambiguous, and I wish it would have kept it that way. Because she wakes up, she's dizzy, she doesn't have her, she's not grounded yet. And she's like, "What's happened? I don't know what's going on." She's kind of stitched up. And all of a sudden, the driver comes on the intercom, just like, "Hey, you know, you're not okay. Stuff's going on. You're infected." He's like, "I'm trying to get you to a hospital. You just need to stay calm." And she honestly at first does not trust him. She's like, "Why do you got me here? Did you poison me?" He's like, "No, you're infected." He's like, "You need to keep your heart rate down because if it rises," he's like, "it's going to get to your heart and shit's going to happen." And 2/3 of this movie I fucking loved because it was very claustrophobic, very isolated because she's trapped in this RV. I mean, that's one thing I loved about it. And again, first 2/3 of this movie is it felt very real. Like she's in this trailer. You felt like because the cups that are hanging are moving, the trailer's moving. She doesn't know what's going on, and the driver's just like, "Hey, you know, stuff happened." He's like, "I'm not going to tell you because if I tell you, it's going to escalate your blood pressure. You're going to get more worked up, and the infection is going to spread faster." He's like, "Look at your arm," and as she looks, there's these little black veins crawling up her arm. He's like, "If those black veins get to your heart, you're going to change." And I'm sitting there going, "Oh fuck, what direction are we going? Zombie, vampire? Like where are we going?" And as time progresses, she starts like taking notes of what's going on in the trailer. And again, it's very ambiguous. Like you don't know what it's leading to. I was like, "Okay, I'm set. Where are we going? How are we going to nerd out? Are we going to do vampire? Are we going to do werewolf?" And as it progresses, unfortunately, the third act ruins everything.
Mhm.
And as the third act progresses, they start revealing more and more. I'm like, why are you fucking doing this? I'm like, it's ruining the movie because they're revealing so much. And it just untangles and I lose interest. And again, as I'm watching the third act, I'm going 10, 9, 8, 7. And I don't want to give stuff away because I want people to watch it because it still has high scores on Shudder and Rotten Tomatoes. So it may not just be for me, but that third act, I sat there and I'm just like, you took choices, wasn't a fan. So it got a 6 out of 10 for me. Again, first 2/3 I fucking loved because it really had that atmosphere. She's trapped in this RV that's moving along the road. You don't know who the driver is. He's looking at her through a camera, through a coyote head, and she's trying to piece stuff together because she doesn't really remember anything before she got in there. And just, oh man, so good. But the last third, again, 6 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you're going to hate me because I didn't get a chance to watch this. I did not get the chance to watch Lanterns yet. I wanted to, but I've been working heavy, so I fell asleep last night pretty early. So I know you'll get to it. I already saw spoilers, so I'll let you take the lead on that. But I
Let
did. Go ahead.
So in that case, since we're kind of running over time, let's save lanterns for next week.
Okay, that way we can catch up.
Yeah, just so I'm not just here being like, "Hey, Joe, it was awesome." Like I want both of us
I
to kind
saw
of.
I saw some hits and just from people saying like again, it was like this is the fantastic, and people are like, "Fuck you, James Gunn." I'm like James Gunn had nothing to do with this.
Yeah, yeah. The lantern stuff we'll do next week, just so we
Yeah.
can catch up. So,
All right. So the last thing I watched because I saw a lot of buzz on it, and it was produced by Adam Sandler and his wife. Um, it was called "Don't Say Good Luck." Adam Sandler produced along with his wife, stars his kid. Also stars Max Greenfield, which we know from New Girl,
okay.
who I love from New Girl, and Melanie Linsky, who we know from Yellow Jackets and Last of Us. Great
Mm-hmm.
actors. Um, Not what I expect from Adam Sandler produced movie.
Is that a good thing?
Yes,
Okay.
very much so. I'm going to put this out there because I know a lot of people are going to sit there and say, like, "Oh, this is another nepo baby getting her." This girl can fucking act. This is a heavy. I'm not going to put. This is a heavy fucking movie. This is very coming of age. She's in high school. She's trying to get. And if you're the thing is too, if you, I'm gonna try to contact Draper on this because he's a theater kid like me. If you're a theater kid, you're gonna love this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because she's trying to get this um part in a play, and she's only expected to get like a side character, but she gets the lead. Um, but the main storyline is her mom, Melanie Linsky, uh, gets has a relapse with cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, this movie's fucking heavy, and they're going through that, and she's trying to do with this. Her friend is kind of doing her own thing, so it's kind of like again coming of age, trying to come into her own, and dealing with all this shit. Um, and throughout the movie, like it's not. I wouldn't say it's a musical, but there's some singing that kind of involves stuff that goes along with the play, but also kind of mirrors what goes on in her life. Um, Again, I can't remember Adam Sandler's daughter's name that's in this, but fuck, she does a great fucking job.
Yeah.
Like I don't see this as like, oh, it's Adam Sandler's kid trying to be Adam Sandler. There is a couple there is a couple moments where she trying to flirt with the boy where like I see a little bit of Adam Sandler in her where it's a little bit of the awkward comedy work, which I appreciated. Another thing I like too is he brings in a couple friends like Sandler always does. Like John Lovitz is in it for a bit as part of one of the workers that works with Max Greenfield because they own a bagel shop,
Yeah.
and Lovitz is one of the cooks, and he's pretty funny. Um, Steve Buscemi plays the father of Melanie Linsky, and Buscemi he's only in it for a limited amount of moments, but dude, he's so fucking good. I mean, it's Buscemi, but there's this part that, jeez,
Good.
yeah, it's a pretty heavy part where he takes the his granddaughter up and she's having a tough time, and but she was just like, let it go.
Mm.
And he's like, and she's just sitting there, and she's like holding it. He's like, if not with me, then find somebody.
Jeez.
Like it's a hard freaking like I went into this like, oh, it's Adam Sandler, it's about a girl, she's trying to get into play. And I watch it, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, like there is so much about life and loss, and like I really reckon like to me this was a 9 out of 10. Like it's a heavy
Oh
movie.
man,
But
I'll give it a watch then.
like I want to give props to Sandler's daughter. Like she does not go in this, she does not fake this shit. Like she acts her fucking ass off. And she does her own singing. Which she does a good job there. But yeah, it's fucking and thing is like Max Greenfield, again, known for New Girl. He does another comedy with can't remember what's his name, but he plays it straight. Like there's a lot of straight acting in this. It's not like a regular Sandler like Chalamet. Like it's it is a drama with a little bit of rom com, a little bit of coming of age. You have a little bit of like super bad moments of just like a girl trying to find herself, dealing with all the shit she's going through. But yeah, like I really recommend this movie. Just it's not the most uplifting, I would say, but fucking solid film. Like I really recommend it.
All right.
And
Sounds
you,
good
sir?
to me. Oh, so you're done?
Yeah, sorry, took my time.
Yeah, you're done crying?
Yeah, sorry, I'm a pussy.
Yeah, you puss. Okay. No, that sounds good. That sounds like something I'd want to watch. What I've been watching, I saw two new movies that came out this week.
I heard.
First one being the end, or I don't know if it's the end, but I'll just say the end of Oak Street.
Which I'm curious
With
because I heard good things and then I heard your review. I'm just like, okay.
it just wasn't for me. I saw
Okay.
other people that loved it, which is awesome. And then, there's a small, criteria of people as like me and a few other people that just were like, meh. And that's
Right.
unfortunately just how I felt, was just meh. I mean, what hooked me was dinosaurs, and anyone that knows me knows that if there's dinosaurs, you got me.
Right.
If there's Anne Hathaway, you definitely got me. So that's a twofer. I, I think what kind of didn't work for me with this film was the struggle of picking a theme or a tone, because all of a sudden it would switch from, hey, we're going to be, survival horror, thriller, or action sci-fi film with dinosaurs, to now we're going to do awkward comedy, where I'm just like,
Okay.
no one's laughing at this shit. Like there's a scene where there's two dinosaurs fucking.
No, I heard about that.
Like Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor, they're just walking by, they're like, look, and they're giggling, and she's like, let me take a picture of you standing in front of the dinosaurs. And I'm like, I mean, granted, I would probably take a picture of two dinosaurs fucking, I'm not gonna lie, but like, it seemed very out of place and weird. I know the director of It Follows, which I wasn't nuts about that movie the way everyone else was. He directed this and he wrote the script, and J.J. Abrams was the producer. But I get the impression that J.J. had a lot more input,
Right.
because a lot of stuff just felt like it was back and forth of like, this feels like the director's movie in one scene, and then the next scene it's like J.J. trying to, please Steven Spielberg.
Too many hands in the basket.
Too many hands in the basket. I mean, the stuff with the dinosaurs was cool. I like the idea of survival horror with dinosaurs.
That's one thing I want to ask you is like how the dinosaurs look. Like
they looked more, I guess you can say, accurate to like, pictures, where like
the CGI was good.
The CGI was good, like, because dinosaurs, like, they apparently like was it chickens or birds, or
Yeah, they're more bird-like. Yeah.
Yeah, like the Velociraptor actually looked like a Velociraptor from like drawings and research. Right. The T-Rex wasn't like gargantuanly huge. It was big, but it wasn't like holy shit. It was more just, I mean, you're still like holy shit, but it didn't look as big as like the T-Rex from like Jurassic Park.
Right.
Who's always going to be my T-Rex. And the violence of just the dinosaurs killing people. Like there's a scene where pterodactyls just like full on attack this one guy and just like tear him to bits. It's a PG-13 movie, by the way, but the violence is still like, holy shit, this is like a hard PG-13. And it's also kind of mean, Like there's a scene with what's that dinosaur that has like a ball on its tail?
No, Ankylosaurus.
So there's a scene where like everyone's running away, and then the camera pans to an ankylosaurus just eating because like it's a was it an omnivore or herbivore?
Herbivore. Yeah.
It's just eating it. I'm like, oh, it's just minding its own business. All of a sudden, a T-Rex just comes in and just like, get over here, bitch! Like it just grabs it. I'm like, that didn't fucking do anything to you. Leave it alone. So that I just thought that was kind of fucked up. Yeah, the scenes with like the dinosaurs, where the dinosaurs are pretty much just like stealth, soldiers or ninjas or whatever the fuck, just stalking people. I thought that was good. What didn't work for me was just the human stuff, because it was just people making stupid decisions for the sake of making stupid decisions. Like they were told, hey, if you're going to go out at night, don't make it, or just in general, don't make any loud noises. Don't draw any attention to yourself. The son of the married couple of Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor. I mean, both kids are stupid, but the son is especially stupid. He's looking for his dog. Like he sees his dog, and his dog's name is Starbuck, and it's named after like a TV show from the 70s. Like he sees him outside, and then it runs away, and then he sees him, and like he goes outside with his bow and arrow, and he's like, Starbuck, Starbuck, like he's yelling, I'm like, you dumb motherfucker. Oh, by the way, that bow and arrow that he carries for the whole movie, he misses all the fucking time. He only hits once because like this big giant snake dinosaur is like right in front of him, so he can't miss. But like he tries to do it to a T-Rex, misses. He does it to a raptor, misses. It's like he sucks with that bone. The daughter, I mean, she only really makes one stupid decision, because she like all this shit's going on, and it's like, don't draw any attention to yourself. She goes into her car, or their car, and just turns on music so she can cry. It's actually kind of a very sad scene when you think about it, because in her head, she's like, I'm never going to get back home. I'm never going to see my friends again. And it's kind of a very sad scene. That actress, I've seen her in things before. She was in a movie on Prime, which I actually liked a lot. It's called My Old Ass, with Aubrey Plaza.
Oh, okay.
She's also going to be in the Life is Strange Prime adaptation.
Oh, my
Yeah,
daughter will
she's
love that.
I think she's the main character.
No
I believe
shit.
so. I believe she's either that or Chloe. But yeah, she's in it.
Played that game. That's nice.
Yeah. And just, it's an hour and a half, but it feels long. Like the pacing is kind of weird. The dialogue's kind of not great at times. And just other shit that doesn't make sense. Like there's a bully in the film. There's a bully in the beginning of the film, and then when all this shit's going down, the bully still wants to beat up the kid.
Jesus
like he
Christ.
sees him out at night, and he's just beating his ass, and his brother's like, get out of him! And his brother's like, I have to do it! I have to do it! And he's like
I don't
punching him
care
in the
about
face.
dinosaurs.
And then he stops. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then he just runs away. I'm like, okay. And then the ending is just, again, I told Betty about the movie, about how it ends. Well, I didn't tell her exactly how it ends. I just said it just has a very like, and everything's okay now ending. And she's like, was it basically like Wayne's World? I go, it's exactly like Wayne's World. Where it's like, wait, we can't end it like this. And then, I mean, fucking Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway might as well just go, fish face! So it had a very lame happy ending, because Ewan McGregor said straight up like the ending was supposed to be a lot darker, which I was expecting darker. And then they were like, nah, we want everybody to be happy. And it's like,
Idiots.
I mean, Anne Hathaway's great and everything. You expect it. Ewan McGregor just felt like he was just there. Felt like he was just there to get paid. And the dog was probably the fakest looking dog I've ever seen in the movie.
Neat.
Yeah, that's the movie ends. That's how the movie ends. That's how the movie is. I didn't love it. I saw other people loved it. They said it was maybe the best dinosaur movie they've seen since Jurassic Park. And it's like, you know what?
That's heavy.
All you. I'm happy for you. So I just wasn't nuts about the movie. Other
Right.
people were, and that's awesome. I just wasn't one of them, unfortunately. Another new movie I saw, which is actually very, very good. It's a independently made movie that made the rounds at festivals, and it's The Rivals of Amzia King with Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Kurt Russell. Okay.
And it's a movie I've been wanting to see. I've been hearing nothing but good things about it.
Now, is it a movie or a show?
Movie.
Movie. Okay.
It had a very limited release. The only theater was playing at in my town was like on the other side of town.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I was like, I don't know if I want to make a drive and pay $14 for a movie I'm not even sure I'm gonna like. So I'm just gonna wait. And then I waited and I found a way to watch it. Which I'll just keep it at that. This is a very heartwarming movie. Like I really have no way to describe it. I mean, there's a plot, but it's wrapped up in a spoiler.
That's why I when I heard about it, I didn't know if it was a thriller or if it was more of a drama.
It's a drama.
I know just Matthew McConaughey holds a shit ton of bees because I saw that in an interview.
It's basically, so yeah, Matthew McConaughey plays a beekeeper.
Nice.
But he also like uses the bees to like, make honey. So he mixes like natural honey and sells them to people in this very small community where everybody knows everybody. And the beginning of the movie like is like, damn, we're already getting into this shit in the beginning of the movie. And then he ends up going to the hospital. He's like, I feel some tightness in my chest. And then he's fine. He ends up going to like this random restaurant, and then he runs into this girl that he used to foster with his wife. And then unfortunately his wife passed away, so she had to find another foster home because the two parents were a foster home. So a lot of the movie is about them reconnecting and about him making her feel part of the family again, and her living with him. And music plays a big part in the film. Like, it's not a musical, definitely, but music is what really sets the tone because there's a scene in the movie which actually got me choked up. I don't know why it did, but like, she's at his house and he's introducing her to everybody, and he's just like, going, so, hey, it's my next door neighbor, so and so, and then he just opens his back door. Hey, I got some Brazilians outside. Hey, come here. And she's like, did you say there's Brazilians outside? Why do you need to say Brazilians? And he's like, well, number one, blah, blah, blah. Number two, well, shit, I don't know. But number one, I go with number one. And just, again, the dialogue just felt more natural. Like it felt less script. I mean, obviously it was a script, but it felt less like it was being read off a script, and more like this was Matthew McConaughey just being him, but being a different version of him.
Did he have any Cavals back there?
He did not have any Cavals. Henry Cavill was not in this film, thank God. But yeah, the scene in question was that he brings in his band so they can, play their instruments and she can sing. And she's like, I don't want to sing. And he's like, why don't you want to sing? Come on, I think you'll be fine. And she's like, do you always bring people over here to make them feel uncomfortable, to do things to make them feel uncomfortable? He's like, well, if you count singing as being uncomfortable, sure. But I don't think it's uncomfortable. So they sing their song, or they do their bit, and she's singing, and just something very heartwarming about that scene that got to me, where it's just like, this is a very small community that they all look out for each other. And, music is what brings them together. And this is the first time in a while that she actually felt like she had a family. God damn it. God damn it. So that got me. I'm like, fucking goddamn fucking movie. Stop. And, going back to him, being a beekeeper, the scene where he has all the bees on his arm, the context of that scene was him finding the queen bee.
Yep.
and then taking it, because the point he was proving was that all the bees are they're gonna go where the queen bee goes, no matter what. And so when he takes the queen bee, all those bees are covering his arm to protect the queen bee. And point being with this movie is that the entire community is always going to look out for one of their own. And something happens a little bit earlier in the movie that I wasn't expecting, and that predicates into the actress whose name is Angelina Looking Glass, where everybody looks out for her. Regardless, even if it's someone that they never met before, they're like, "Hey, you're one of us. You're family. You're a Southerner kid. We're going to look out for you no matter what happens. Anything you need a place to stay, you need some food.
Right.
Please ask. Please come by. We will take care of you." So I liked that aspect of we're all family. You don't need to be blood to be family. And anything with family, yeah, like that's always going to be something that gets me right. And just everybody was good. I mean, the actress I mentioned, Angelina Looking Glass, I thought she was great. I'd never seen her in anything before, and she had a lot of presence about it. And McConaughey is going to be McConaughey. He's always great in everything. There's another actor in the film whose name I'm blanking on, and for a second I thought he was McConaughey's son because he was talking. I'm like, is that McConaughey? Because I know McConaughey has a kid that acts, but I thought that was him. But I highly recommend this film. I gave it a B, a solid B.
Nice.
Anyone that has a chance to see it, go see it if it's playing at one of your local theaters. I always recommend anyone, please support small indie films.
Yes.
This is how films like Obsession, were successful because of strong word of mouth. The drama you just mentioned that actually made a nice little chunk of change. So The Rivals of Amzia King, please go see it. It's a really, 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 really good movie. I'll say Reacher for season 4 for next week because we're kind of running out of time.
I need to catch up on that too.
So let's do box office and then we'll call it a night.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. So I'm going to do something different.
Ooh.
Instead of a top 5, I'm going to do a top 10.
Hell yeah.
All right. Number 10, Minions and Monsters. Weekend gross was 1.5 million. It had a 57.1% drop. Domestic total, 180.1 million. Worldwide, 512.4 million on an $85 million budget. So it did well. Did pretty well.
Yeah.
One Night Only. That was at rom-com with Dua Lipa's husband.
Oh, okay. I remember. Yeah,
$2 million, 63.6% drop, 9.9 domestic, 14 million worldwide, $25 million budget. So didn't do that well. Toy Story 5, 2.3 million, 45.5% drop. Domestic is 475.5 million, worldwide 1.1. Yeah, 1.1 billion. We'll just say that. $250 million budget. Yeah, it did. Yeah. The Brink of War. That's number 7. That's from Angel Studios.
Oh, the Washington movie.
No, Brink of War. The Washington movie is that was.
Oh, okay.
But Brink of War. That's the one with Jeff Daniels.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Jeff Daniels and Jared Harris. $2.7 million gross. Well, it just premiered this week, so. So currently worldwide 2.7 million. Budget is 21 million. I heard it was mixed. Heard it wasn't great.
Yeah, so, that's the Reagan one, right?
I think so.
Oh.
Okay, so there's 2 movies on here that are musicals. So they're in the next one. So number 6 is 6, the musical live. Weekend gross 300. Not 300. Jesus Christ, 3 million. Worldwide, 11.9 million. Don't know what the budget is. It's a concert movie, so I imagine it's maybe not that much. But
No idea.
don't know who you are, but good for you. You made the top 10. Number 5, Cat's Eye, Wild Hearts. Another musical. Weekend gross 4 million. Worldwide 6 million or 6.8 million. No budget. So two musicals in the top 10.
Wait, you say that last one was Cat's Eye?
Yeah, Katsey or EYE.
Tay, you know who Cat's Eye is, right? Oh yeah, my daughter knows.
Okay, all right. Well,
Enough.
good for them. And I think for the first time we have 2 dinosaur movies in the top 5.
Oh,
Number 4, Paw Patrol, the Dino movie.
Paw fucking Patrol.
Hey, I obviously don't watch it because I'm a grown adult man, but good for Paw Patrol.
Yeah,
Those puppies are doing their due diligence. Weekend gross 20.5 mil. Worldwide 16.7 million on a $40 million budget. So those pups are doing just great, just fine.
Thanks.
Another dinosaur movie I just brought up, End of Oak Street. $21 million weekend gross. Worldwide 47. So the international was more than likely 27 or 26. The budget for this was between 80 to 92 million. So it doesn't look like they're doing that.
Oh, a little rough.
Speaking of rough, number 2, The Odyssey.
Oh,
23.2 million.
Fell.
Yeah, the top 2. I wonder what the top 2 is going to be for the next month and a half. 23.2 million, 26.8 drop, just 26%. Domestic 504.7 million. Worldwide 1.2 billion. It's about to hit 1.3 billion a bit. 250 budget, so
It did fine.
did just fine. And another film that did fine, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Weekend gross 70 million, 51.5% drop. Man, it fell on hard times because it only made 785.8 million domestic.
Oh no!
I don't have international, but I imagine that's just as bad. Worldwide, $2.022 billion on a $225 million budget.
Tom Holland, Zendaya, John Bernthal. I'm so sorry. Hard times. Hard times.
Hard times, baby. The first film of the year to make $2 billion. The highest grossing Spider-Man film.
Yep.
It's more than likely going to be. It might hit the top 3 highest grossing films of all time. I could probably see it topping Endgame.
I mean, it probably still gets what, like 3-4 more weeks?
Well, yeah, because now they have IMAX showings.
Yep.
So, I can imagine if it gets close to Avatar, James Cameron's going to be like, now we're going to have a re-release of Avatar.
Shut that shit down.
And then Spider-Man just goes, go home, James.
You fucking blue people.
So, man, just Spider-Man people. There's still people that are like, every showing is sold out.
Yeah, which I looked 2 days ago, and at my B&B theater, most showings are still selling out left and right. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, man. Just Spider-Man he's a draw. He's a draw, baby. So I'm getting a low battery notification on my earbuds, so that's a good place to cut it.
Right.
Thank you everyone watching. Whether it's on YouTube, yeah, solid show, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Make sure to sub to the YouTube channel and leave a like and a comment. Helps with the algorithm. And Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Joe, take us home.
Hello, Oh, you can find me at Moose Breath at Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Also on TikTok, I'm also at Moose Breath. Thank you, Drew, for a solid show. We went in deep and hard, like we do. Giggity. But thank you guys for the likes. Please leave comments. Anything you want us to talk about, let us know. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. Do what you got to do. Send us the love. Send us hugs. That's all we got. Bye bye.
And like I said, we will be back next week on Monday,
Monday.
same time, same Chanel, and we will be talking about lanterns. We'll be
Yes.
going deep and hard about lanterns. So,
And less
all right,
Caval.
people, and also if we can find Mr. Caval, we would definitely want. But take care, guys. Later.